great to be with you here in Ottawa-Glandorf, set for another week of high school football with Miles Holliday. I'm Randy Roberts, ready to go. Miles, hard to believe, already week 7 of the high school football season. Back in action in the Western Buckeye League tonight as OG plays host to Van Wert.
And Randy, where else would you rather be than right here, right now? Two really good football teams that can score some points and a fun tailgate to boot.
That's right. Hey, let's talk a little bit about the history between these two schools. First, we want to tell you that our pregame show is brought to you by Lee Kinsel Chevrolet and GMC on Irvin Road in Van Wert. Take a look at the pre-owned specials at leekinsel.com. All right, partner, this matchup, 58th all-time between these two. OG leads the all-time series 32-25. Van Wert does come in on a winning streak. They've taken the last 3.
Yeah, Van Wert, as we know, great tradition here of late, and two fantastic coaches, and Coach Schreiner and Coach Recker, two of the best coaches in the WBL.
And one thing we expect is a close game tonight outside of a 42-0 win by Ottawa-Glandorf in 2016. Average margin of victory has been 6 points.
Well, a lot of it will depend on if Van Wert can hold on to the football here tonight. A minus 14 on the turnover margin this year.
Now let's take a look at the standings in the Western Buckeye League. Right now, Wapak, King of the Hill there, 4-0, but there is a big group behind them at 4-1. You got Bath and Defiance, Salina, the OG team that we're going to see tonight, and St. Mary's all in the hunt as well.
Well, this shows you how competitive the WBL this year, right? Anyone at the top can beat anyone at the bottom, and vice versa.
So looking forward to a good one. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we'll get you the starting lineups, get you set here tonight for OG and Van Wert on WOSN. Randy Roberts, Miles Holliday back with you again. Our pregame show brought to you by Lee Kinsel Chevrolet and GMC on Irvin Road in Van Wert. Take a look at their pre-owned specials at leekinsel.com. All right, partner, let's talk a little bit about this Van Wert team under head coach Keith Recker. Obviously, state championship team a few years ago, trying to reverse things. A little bit of a rebuilding year this year for the Cougars.
Everything goes around the quarterback position for Van Wert, right? Mm-hmm. They've had a good tradition of quarterbacks here of late, and no doubt this year they have another great run in Briston Weiss. Fantastic football player. Last week, all he did, Randy, was run for over 200 yards.
Now, this is a Van Wert offense, comes in number 3 in the WBL in offense at about 363 yards a game. 3rd in running, 4th in passing. You mentioned Wise. Top runner in the Western Buckeye League, just under 1,000 yards. He's completing 64% of his passes, but like you said earlier in our pregame, the minus 14 in turnovers, 10 of those have come by interceptions.
Yeah, he's going to have to be really smart with the football here tonight. Best dual-threat quarterback in the WBL, arguably over 900 yards passing, 900 yards rushing.
He's also got a really good young receiver, too, in the sophomore in Micah Cowan.
Yeah, Micah Cowan, a big play guy, already 4 touchdowns receiving this year.
Defensively, it's been a struggle for the Cougars. Last in the WBL total yards, about 424 a game, and they know what they're going to see against this OG team that runs the football.
Yeah, OG loves to run the football. They're going to have to do a great job of stopping the run. They give up 268 yards rushing per game, over 300 a week ago.
And they got some playmakers at every level. The chance, young Peter, a really good defensive lineman. Aaron Reichart, 4 tackles for a loss. But when when a defensive back is your leading tackler, that usually spells trouble.
Yeah, not a good thing, right? You want those defensive backs to not make many tackles. That means those runners are getting on them in a hurry.
All right, let's take a look at the starting lineup now for the OG Titans. And our veteran head coach Ken Schreiner recently won his 200th career game. Number 8 in the WBL in offense. But they're middle of the pack in running the football, so they found an identity, which is one thing last time we saw them, week 2, we weren't sure what they were going to do offensively.
Well, all you got to do is just run the football if you're OG. That's how they beat Bath last week. Huge upset. Nobody gave them a lot of chance to beat Bath. 26-0 over Bath last week. Ran the football. If they can control the clock, we've been here when they've had 6.5-minute drives time and time again. That's OG's success story.
Yeah, 167 yards on the ground per game, and they've got a great senior running back in Grant Evers.
Hey, Grant Evers, 677 yards on the year, 6 TDs, had 3 yesterday. But don't forget about why he is successful running the football. Guys like Scrap Iron, Vinny Brinkman, who just lead the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, great offensive line for the Titans.
Yeah, the Titans have played extremely well up front, and that's their formula. Anytime you have a Ken Schreiner team, they're going to be physical and they're going to be fundamental up front. This offensive line for OG is really good.
And the Titans have hung their hat defensively. You mentioned it. Shutout win last week against a potent Bath team that we saw hang numbers on Elida. Now, the weather might have helped out as well, but number 1 in the WBL in defense, 228 yards, first against the run, second against the pass.
That shows you the improvement they've made defensively. We saw them week 1 against Liberty Benton, and we would told you then that they're going to be really good defensively, but we said, whoa, wait a minute, right?
Yeah, we walked out of there thinking we didn't know if this team was going to win a game.
Yeah, it was a struggle against Liberty Benton, but a lot of people have struggled against Liberty Benton. Jaden Steschulte, one of the best linebackers in the WBL, he leads the way for OG with 51 tackles.
Yeah, really good linebacker too, Trevor Rump, that you mentioned. Dane Dooling, a guy that we saw kind of open up on offense last time we were here, has done a really good job on defense.
Dane Dooling, one of those guys that takes it away from the offense. He's a big play guy for the OG defense.
All right, it's time now to turn to our keys to the game. And again, they are brought to you by Lee Kinsel Chevrolet and GMC on Irvin Road in Van Wert. Take a look at the pre-owned specials at leekinsel.com. So, partners, some keys to the game. Let's start with the Van Wert Cougars.
Well, we know OG loves to run the football, right? Well, how are you going to stop it? We got to throw the kitchen sink. Everything that you can throw at it. Keith Recker, great defensive mind. Throw everything. Force a third down and long for OG, because if OG has third and short, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Throw everything you got defensively to stop that run game. And number 2, money downs. This Van Wert team, Randy, if you would have told me at any time that they would have a losing record and they're making 50% of the third downs, I would scratch my head and say, how's this happen? They are great at money downs. They have to continue to be great at money downs. And then squeeze the pigskin. We mentioned it. Minus 14 on the turnover margin. Squeeze that pigskin. That is the hope and dreams of your community. Hold on to that football here tonight.
And some keys to the game tonight for Ottawa-Glandorf.
No doubt about it. If they ground and pound that football, getting 4 yards, 5 yards, and that turns into 10 yards by the end of the game, that is OG's success story, man. They love to run the football. And then be wise on defense. Van Wert, you remember these guys? Owen Treese, Aiden Pratt, Brylan Parker, Briston Weiss, a long line of great quarterbacks. Going to be wise if you're OG to stop the quarterback here for Van Wert. He's dynamic. And then number 3, turnover time. OG, if they have that turnover margin, they win the turnover margin, OG's going to have a lot of success here tonight.
Looking forward to what we're hoping for should be a good one. If the numbers stay true, we're hoping for a close competitive game. And again, we want to thank Lee Kinsel Chevrolet and GMC for our pregame show and our keys to the game. Well, partner, we got to head inside and get ready for some football.
That's going to be a great game. Let's have some fun.
So looking forward to that. It's coming your way next here in WOSN. Brady Roberts, Miles Holliday back with you now inside Titan Stadium, ready to go for high school football. And again, we want to thank Lee Kinsel in Van Wert for sponsoring our pregame. That was
they had a lot of fun in that tailgate.
Yeah, they might still be tailgating.
Didn't get a chance to talk to my man Logan Record, though. I wanted to talk to him about that chain he had on. That was cool.
Homecoming night as well here in Ottawa. And it looks like the Titans sporting homecoming grays this evening. You see 73 beautiful degrees here at opening kick. It'll drop down into the low 50s, upper 40s, it sounds like. One of us has already went to the hoodie.
I get cold, Randy. I get cold.
So Van Wert's going to get the ball first here as we begin. It's Cooper Fisher sends this one where it is returnable for Caden Collins.
Riley Trombley, one of the first guys down on the kick cover team for Ottawa-Glandorf. There is always a sense of excitement on homecoming night, Randy. Real important for Ottawa-Glandorf not to have that Superman-type atmosphere on the sideline and guys playing. Just do your job, relax, let the game come to you.
Cougars start the opening drive of the night from their own 31-yard line. Their scoreboard tonight brought to you by Ultimate Outdoor. Bring your resort-style living to your backyard every day with luxury outdoor space by Ultimate Outdoor.
The little jet sweep type action to Xavier Kelly, number 11. One of the quick-feeted guys for Van Wert. This is a fast-tempo offense, and the run game is not your traditional run game.
Picked up about 3 on first down. It's going to bring up 2nd and 7. We talked about that in our pregame. You got Briston Wise, quarterback, not only the leading rusher of this team, but top runner in the Western Buckeye League. In a shotgun, walks up to his line. Might be changing the play here. Looking to throw. Now scrambles around. Still on his feet. He's going to fire. That one's going to short hop his intended target. Had a receiver open trying to come back to the football. Looked like Nate Gearhart. junior receiver trying to get open.
I tried to hit the quick speed out to the short side. Not a lot of room there, but just a little bit of a glimpse of the electric feet Briston Wise has. He is quicker than a hiccup. Should have been sacked, got out of it. Might have been able to pick up some yardage had he elected to run the football, but tried to make that sideline throw, one hopper, 50 cents.
It's going to bring up 3rd and 7, just shy of the 35-yard line. Wise once again looking to throw. Has a man open downfield, hanging onto it, holding high. Pass is going to be caught at the 30-yard line as they go back to Gerhardt.
Yeah, Gerhardt is going to get behind the secondary. It is a too-high look. And all he's going to do is run to that open spot. And how about Briston Wise showing off the arm and a better catch. Combat catch for Nate Gerhardt.
36 yards on the reception. It's going to bring up a first down for Van Wert at the OG 30. And our replays tonight brought to you by Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, the Lima, Wapak, Devils, and St. Mary's. There's Wise's first carry of the night as he's able to turn the corner.
It picks up a really nice block by Aaron Reichert, number 30. Allows him to get outside. Wise almost 1,000 yards rushing. He is the main component of this Van Wert running game. And Van Wert looking to stake claim to this game early.
Yeah, they are in business now. Down to the 24, pickup of 6 on first down. Brings up 2nd and 4. Little option action where Wise will keep it himself.
Yeah, Wise reads the defensive tackle in front of him. The 3 technique goes out on the jet. He's going to keep it. Huge hole, but it was shut up in a hurry.
Picks up about 3. We're going to call it 3rd and 1 from the 21-yard line.
3rd and 1.
Cougars trying to make a statement here, the opening drive of the contest.
We're going to have one-on-one to the top-hand side off coverage.
Wise gets the quick give right up the middle, and it's going to be a first down as they go to Gary Hillary.
Hillary, nice little nifty move at the point of attack, inside give. He's going to foul the power block by Connor Harris. And Van Wert is cooking early.
Is another Lodix Jewelry first down. Lodix Jewelry, your family-owned and operated jeweler for over 70 years. Visit them at 1244 South Shannon Street in Van Wert or online at Lodix.com. Van Wert now also inside the thermal guard window and door red zone. Wise trying to cut upfield to get down to about the 5-yard line.
Yeah, this is going to be a touchdown if they get this outside block right there. He's going to be able to stroll into the end zone. But good job behind the outside leverage. Ottawa-Glandorf right there. Steph Schulte shows up, makes a big tackle. Leading tackler on this team for Ottawa-Glandorf shows up again.
See everyone for Van Wert looks to their sideline to get the play call. It's going to be 2nd and goal, it looks like, from the 5. Wise to give once again. Hillary trying to get in, and he's in for the Nails concrete decorative stamping touchdown.
Well, remember a week ago where Bath was shut out? That OG defense was outstanding. Sometimes you have that hangover from the last week. You forget what you have to do. A really good blocking at the point of attack, just enough by Keaton Welch to allow big number 16, Gary Hillary, to stop into the end zone.
Again, our touchdowns are brought to you by Dale's Concrete Decorative Stamping in Lipsick. See them for all of your commercial and residential concrete needs. Time now for the Lee Kinsel Chevrolet GMC extra point, which is up, and it will be, believe, good. And again, our extra points brought to you by Lee Kinsel Chevrolet GMC on Irvin Road in Van Wert. Take a look at our pre-owned specials at leekinsel.com.
A good shot. One of the things that is unique now to high school football and college football is the iPad on the sideline. And you got a great look of Gary Hillary going over with one of his assistants looking at that iPad. I guess nothing to coach about on that one, though, right? Great little run for a touchdown. Go enjoy it.
7-0 Van Wert early on. Impressive drive, 8 plays. 69 yards and about 3 minutes, 10 seconds off the clock. Like you said, Ottawa-Glandorf coming off the shutout of a very high-powered bat. And again, the weather had something to do with that as well, but take nothing away from OG.
A lot of spread teams scored points last week, though. All right, so you can't blame the weather. That was a solid effort by OG's defense. But, Randy, think about this. You're feeling good after a big win. Everybody tells you how wonderful you are. And it's homecoming week. Got to be tough to stay focused.
So we see the Titans get their first looks with the football. Twin receivers deep at about their 10-yard line. Running up at about the 15 to field this will be Grant Evers. Evers will get out across the 30, so decent field position for the Titans.
Hayden Davis, the linebacker, number 27, first one down for the Cougars to make that tackle.
This will be spotted, it looks like at their 32. See what this OG team can do on offense. Led again, senior quarterback Peyton Kuhlman does a nice job running this offense. Evers is turned into the guy, does a bulk of the work. See the Titans in a shotgun. They'll send a man in motion. Handoff to Evers. Evers trying to work that right side. Fall forward. Looks like he'll get across the 35 to about the 36.
Yeah, one thing when you're playing this Ottawa-Glandorf team, that guy right there, Vinny Brinkman, number 14, you got to find him because he's going to take you to the football early and often if you're on defense. Brinkman, just a tremendous lead blocker, leads the way yet again.
2nd and 6. See that H-back go in motion this time. Coming to the left, that is Brinkman being the lead block. As they'll turn the corner, Evers finding some room upfield is finally going to be brought down in Van Wert territory.
A tremendous blocking at the point of attack. They're going to pull one. Brinkman's going to get in front. They're going to bring another lineman around. And then you get a nice creative block right here. And I want you to watch the great block on the outside perimeter by the outside receiver, Nolan Horseman, just driving the corner off. Look at that. That is fundamental football exhibited by OG.
24 yards on the run, sets up a 1st and 10 at the Van Wert 40. Brinkman, the man in motion again. This time they'll run away from him, trying the left side. Evers still able to move that pile. He'll pick up close to 4 yards.
A nice little concept. Using that knowledge that everybody wants to follow Brinkman to the football, they took Brinkman across the formation, and then he sealed the backside, allowed the offensive lineman to pull around. Nice concept as you see Coach Schreiner right there. Boy, how much football have these two coaches seen over the years?
And Coach Schreiner, as we said in our pregame, picked up his 200th win. How much playoff football have they seen?
Since 1996, this program has averaged 7.5 wins.
Back to Evers again, nearly tripped up as he's able to get across the 35. It's going to set up a 3rd and short for the Titans.
Slow to get up, somebody for Van Wert. That's number 36, I believe. Number 30, rather. That's Aiden Reckert, one of the better tacklers for Van Wert. Going to need him to get back on the field in a hurry. Play clock going to be inside 10 here.
The 3rd down coming up here. 3rd and it looks like about 3. Going with Evers again, a little stutter step. He's not going to get the 1st down, it looks like, in one of the first men there for Van Wert, Hayden Davis, the senior linebacker.
Case Stegman shows up also to finish it off. Randy, I think had he attacked that hole, he would have had it just with inertia, but kind of pitter-pattered behind it. No doubt about it, going to at least appear to go for it. Watch the football here if you're a front 4 guy for Van Wert. Don't jump offside.
4th and 3, so no gain on the play. Titans keep their offense on the field. Kuhlman, quick pitch. Evers trying to cut upfield. Looks like he will be close to the 1st down. They're going to give him the first down. He needed to get to the 30-yard line. It looks like the nose of the football's right at the 30. Although the official to the near side, on our side, ran up short, and it looks like they're going to reverse the call as we take a look at the Lee's famous recipe chicken replay.
That cuts it back, and oh boy, Randy, I'm not sure about that spot. When he lands on the 30-yard line, that football is across. This is a tough spot if you're an OG fan.
Officials are going to mark him just shy of the 30.
If this was a Saturday or a Sunday, we'd be reviewing this for the next 30 minutes because he lands with his backside on the 30-yard line. That ball is across. That should have been a first down for Ottawa-Glandorf.
We have that equipment if they want to send someone up and take a look at it.
Coach Schreier should throw that red flag and challenge it.
Cougars take over with the football here. Still 5:20 and counting left to go in the opening quarter. They'll get the stop. And they will take over again at their own 31-yard line.
A good inside fake by Briston Wise and then keeps it. That first down has been a good down so far in this game for Van Wert. Positive yardage each time.
I picked up 5 there. It's going to bring up 2nd and 5. See 3 different coaches with signals. Typically 2 are the decoys and 1 will give the right call.
That's why you have Connor Stallions on the other sideline, so you can figure those out.
Handoff will go on the stretch play to Xavier Kelly, but that's read by OG.
Yeah, Grant Evers shows up in a hurry, gets him to the ground. A huge third down right here for OG. Get off the field, get your offense back, because they had a little bit of rhythm running the football. This is a Van Wert team that is tremendous on money downs. 50% of all third downs they've converted this year.
No gain on the play. 3rd and 5. Wise looking to throw. Now he's going to take off and run. It looks like he will get the first down as he gets out of bounds out across the 45 to the 46.
This is just disgusting. Look how quick he is. Little up fake, and he gets by Ethan Metzger. I'm not sure you can tackle him one-on-one in open field. So quick. Using his feet, Briston Wise. Big-time play.
Again, our replays tonight brought to you by Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken in Lima, Wapak, Delvis, and St. Mary's. Call Lee's for all of your catering needs. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, where home style happens here. Fresh set of downs for the Cougars as they start from their own 46. Wise looking for the quick screen, is able to shed one of his own linemen, and he'll fall forward and get out to about the 48.
Nice little concept. You're going to fake the quick screen outside, and then you're going to follow your 2 linemen running the quarterback counter. If the defense jumps it too quick, you're going to have a nice scene, but Vinny Brinkman wrong arms it, blows it up for OG.
2nd and 8, and once again, everyone looks over to the sideline for the play. Wise back in the shotgun. Gets the snap, looks to throws. They set up the screen. This one is caught by Cowan, the top receiver for the Cougars, as they'll get into Titan territory, and once again, they will pick up the Logs Jewelry first down.
42 catches coming in tonight. That's number 43. 532 yards, 4 TDs. A little short catch, and the athlete that he is turns that into a big game.
Picks up 12 there for the Logs Jewelry first down as Van Wert gets to the Ottawa-Glandorf 40 as we roll near 3 minutes left to go here in our opening quarter. Send a man in motion. Wise pulls it back on the option. He'll keep it, gets inside the 40.
Nice play by Logan Moss, who kind of slow played it, made it difficult to read for the quarterback Wise. If you jump out and go take that jet sweep, Wise is going to keep it. Nice job by Moss, making a difficult decision by Wise.
Gain of 2 on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd and 8 from the 38-yard line. Get the handoff this time, going back to Kelly. Kelly trying to get to the sideline, is knocked out of bounds. See where they spot this at about the 35 or so.
Well, you can tell they like Xavier Kelly's quickness. A couple times now they've tried to get him involved on the jet sweep. Positive yardage that time, and you get the feeling, Randy, 3rd down, well, this might be 4th down territory for Van Wert.
Yeah, they're going to mark him up an extra yard to the 34, so it's going to bring up 3rd and about 4.
Wonder how many calories the guys on the sideline for Van Wert burn doing the signals.
Wise waiting as long as he could before deciding what to do, trying to get to the outside. Flag's going to come down. Wise does momentarily have the first down, but we'll have to see what the penalty is.
Now, Will Kaufman for Ottawa-Glandorf got in the backfield, and he was hogtied, so this one's going to be coming back. And it's a huge call because Wise was going to pick up that first down easily. I'm not sure the hold needed to happen.
So the official looks like trying to get the correct spot. They're just going to go ahead and mark it off. It's 3rd and short, now becomes 3rd and a little bit longer.
A good screen down here for Van Wert. Maybe go back to that quick screen that was very successful earlier in this drive.
So holding call will back up Van Wert to the Ottawa-Glandorf 44, where it becomes 3rd and about 14.
The short routes will be there as it looks like OG going to give him a quarters look in the secondary.
Van Wert happy with the signal. Everyone gets up to the line of scrimmage. Wise quickly fires the football. This one will be caught. Keaton Welsh with it, as we'll have another penalty flag downfield after the catch. We're going to get a downfield hold on Cowan.
Yeah, I believe that's a call. You see the grab inside right there. Nice job by Micah Cowan staying inside, but the left hand got outside. Look, I call it creative blocking because why are you letting the guy reach you if you're a defender? But the officials are going to call that a hold.
It's the way I pull you away from the buffet after your 3rd stop. All right, you've had enough, Miles.
I love my pizza, Randy. Leave me alone.
So the hold backs up Van Wert now to the OG 49.
Well, I thought they might go back to the quick screen, and they did. And they're still looking at 3rd and long. Remember, they had that post route open against that double high safety. Maybe they go back to that here.
The officials might remark this. They're trying to figure out it was downfield, so it shouldn't be the full 10 yards. I think that's what one of them is. Wait, we didn't penalize them 10 yards. It's 10 yards from the spot of the foul, so they're getting everything correct.
Ottawa-Glandorf looks content to rush 4. We're going to keep everybody soft and keep everything in front.
Now you're looking at 3rd and 19. Wise looking to throw, forces this one downfield. It's going to be incomplete. Off the hands of 2 OG defenders, both Trevor Rump, Grant Evers right there.
They run a little switch route on the outside. And tomorrow they're going to look at Keaton Welch in the middle of the field all by himself. And they're going to say, oh, how do we miss Keaton on the post?
Well, it was 4th down territory when it was 3rd and 4, but 4th and 19 from midfield. Van Wert's going to punt this one away. It's Cam Wertz, the junior, stands inside his own 40 to boot it away. High punt. Bit of a wobbler. This one hits and goes straight out of bounds at about the 25-yard line.
Not the punt that they wanted. They were hoping to pin Ottawa-Glandorf inside the 10. Ottawa-Glandorf very fortunate that Wertz kind of missed his drop, goes off the outside of his foot.
Looks like the 27 is going to be the spot, so about 22 yards on the punt.
Yeah, would have made the first down barely had the punt had been counted towards the 4th down plus play.
Titans will start this one under 2 minutes to go in opening quarter. 7-0 again. Van Wert leads. Our scoreboard tonight brought to you by Ultimate Outdoor. See Brinkman going in motion. Now we've got whistles and flags. And did OG leave early?
Maybe a double clutch on the snap.
Penalty back to Titans up 5 yards, makes it 1st and 15.
Well, it's going to be tough to run A-gap tonight for OG because look at my man, number 62, Javon Smith for Van Wert. Have we seen a bigger nose than my man Smith? and not just a big body. He's got good feet as well.
He's in chase after Evers, who's going to be brought down behind the line for a loss, as Aaron Eckhart, one of the guys we mentioned in our pregame, comes up with a stop.
Yeah, Eckhart's going to shoot that hole right to the left, go underneath those blocks, And then great leverage, gets the shoulder pads underneath. Evers takes him to the ground. Left the game a little bit earlier with a quick little injury, but good to see him back in.
Loss of 4 on the run. It's going to bring him second and about 19, it looks like.
A huge loss on a first down run play.
See a bunch formation for the Titans. Coleman looking to throw. Has a man open downfield, just overshot his intended target. Looking for the junior Nolan Horseman.
Horseman was all by his lonesome. And Coleman, good drop. Moves the safety with his eyes. Now comes back to the middle field, but watches left foot. Doesn't get it to his target. Drops the elbow and pushes it a little bit. Oh, he throws that on line. They are celebrating. The band is playing, and it's homecoming. Everybody's feeling good. They'll come back to that play later.
It's going to bring up 3rd and long here. Stops clock with 1:01 to go in our opening quarter of action. Coleman have 2 receivers here to the near side. Coleman throws opposite way. Trying to come upfield. Deegan Miller, sophomore receiver. Gets some of the penalty yardage back, but it's going to bring up a 4th and long for the Titans.
A really nice effort by Van Wert. Just rushed 4, kept everything in front, big screen down. They navigated it correctly. Sets up a 4th down. And Randy, we heard all kinds of stuff about this Van Wert defense, especially the run game, just giving up yards after yards. Not so far today. Been impressed.
They've been pretty solid here. They've forced the loss on downs. Now they're going to force the OG punt on 4th and 11. Titans will punt this one from their own 26-yard line. End over end punt, fielded on the run near midfield. Stutter step and a good return into Titan territory. As we'll see, Case Stegman gets the return.
And Mason Vogt does a tremendous job keeping everything with his leverage on the punt team and then coming back inside, making that tackle. You see some of the Van Wert faithful. You see a Cincinnati Reds hat over there. Big news for them. Terry Francona just got hired. You'll see all that red stuff come out of the closets again. There'll be some Reds pride.
Yeah, suddenly I know a lot more Reds fans. It's weird. So from the OG 43, Wise trying to run. He's able to break out of one would-be tackler, but he'll take a big hit. It looked like Everson on the stop there as the opening quarter will come to a close.
Yeah, watch Vinny Brinkman. He's going to recognize it and just blow it up right here, and he's going to force Wise to bounce it out. Tremendous defensive play. Now Brinkman's not going to get him to the ground, but he spins back inside, makes the first contact, allows the Titans to rally up, and that's what you got to do to get Wise to the ground.
That does it for our opening quarter of action. 7-0 Van Wert. We'll take a break and have more here on WOSN. Second down coming up here for Van Wert as the Cougars lead Ottawa-Glandorf. Homecoming night for the Titans. See Wise rolling to the near side, fires, has a man open, comes underneath Nate Gearhart. Gearhart's going to be taken out of bounds. It looks like he will have enough for the Laudex Jewelry first down.
Flag comes in halfway through this play, thrown about right here. Great job by Van Wert, going with tempo. Out of the timeout, caught Ottawa-Glandorf a little bit by surprise. Tough to figure out what this call is. Maybe a defensive hold.
Yeah, we'll see. Saw the flag come in thanks to our least famous recipe chicken replay.
Yeah, 10, 15 years ago, you never saw anything called defensive holding, right? But now the game is so fluid with throwing the football, secondary guys will hold on to jerseys, and it's part of high school football.
Officials getting together to make a ruling. Still having a long conference.
Well, the pass was complete. You take the result of the play, don't you, Van Wert?
I would think so, or they tag it on at the end.
That's not a call that you add to the end of the play, though. Interesting.
All right, so with the yardage added on, it looks like Van Wert will get all the way down to the Ottawa-Glandorf 16, where they enter our thermal guard window and door red zone. Quality windows and doors from a local company you can trust. Visit thermalguardwindows.com. Call 419-229-4273 for your free estimate.
How about the great open field tackle by Ethan Metzger? Number 1 battling number 11, Xavier Kelly. One-on-one, gets him to the ground. Great effort by that young man, Metzger.
No gain on the play. He's going to bring up 2nd and 10 from the OG 16 as Van Wert trying to add on to its 7-0 lead in our scoreboard, brought to you by Ultimate Outdoor. Give once again, this time trying to work that left side as they go back to.
Yeah, one of the things that you always got to recognize is the formation. Recker is in the game. Well, why is he in the game? Well, because he's a big, strong fella, and we like to run the football. So good recognition by Ottawa-Glandorf, knowing the personnel, it's going to be run and come up and hit it.
So Gary Hillary picked up a couple there. 3rd down and 8 now from the 14. Wise rolling out, looking, has a man open. As well, she's going to be stacked up near the marker. Looks like he'll be just shy.
Welch with 33 catches coming into the night. Doesn't get the first down. This is going to bring up a big 4th down. Randy, don't be surprised if it is Wise that carries the football here.
4th and 1 for the Cougars from the OG 7. Wise in a shotgun.
Tried to get OG to jump. Good job, but with the discipline by OG.
It's 4th down.
Wise waiting, gets the ball. He does get the call right up the middle. He's got the first down and more as he's going to be inside the 5.
Yeah, give it to your best runner, and that is Wise. Going to pick up a really big block by number 71, Connor Harris. And here we go again.
1st and goal from the 2, and they'll move in and score the Dales Concrete and Decorative Stamping touchdown.
An easy call by Van Wert and a smart call. Picked up the 4th down with Wise. Well, let's run that same play yet again and dive into the end zone. Van Wert, who was much maligned coming into tonight, is taking a claim to this football game.
So Wise with the 2-yard run caps off the 7-play drive. And now Griffin McCracken on for the Lee Kinsel Chevrolet extra point, which is up and good. Again, our extra points brought to you by Lee Kinsel Chevrolet GMC and Irvin Road in Van Wert. Take a look at our pre-owned specials at leekinsel.com. 14-0 Van Wert with the lead on the Ultimate Outdoors scoreboard. We will take a timeout here on WOSN. 14-0 Van Wert with the lead over Ottawa-Glandorf as we play 9:48 left to go opening half. The Cougars have put together 2 impressive scoring drives. Opened up with an 8-play scoring drive to start the first quarter. First time they touched the football in the second quarter. It is a 7-play scoring drive. This one, both of them taking about 3 minutes off the clock. Kickoff comes back to about the 12-yard line. Now, Ottawa-Glandorf trying to get a little cute in the kickoff return. Deegan Miller will get the handoff. He'll get out across the 35.
Oh, I love it. Looking for a momentum switcher. Let's run the reverse. Nice handoff inside, and you're going to set up that wall on the opposite hash. And Deegan Miller gets a nice return, and maybe this will spark this Ottawa-Glandorf offense, who we thought, Randy, would come in and just run the football at will. But this Van Wert defense is up to the challenge tonight.
You know what everyone thought. Unfortunately, games are not played on paper. Titans from their own 38 trying to make something happen. Down 2 scores here on homecoming night. Quick pitch come out to Metzger. In motion, Metzger heads upfield, and it's a foot race for Metzger. And he's going to get in, and they'll get one of the touchdowns back as Metzger will score the Dales Concrete and Decorative Stamping touchdown.
Metzger is going to get the jet sweep right here, and I want you to watch. In the tunnel, it's going to be one-on-one. He's going to make the safety miss, and then Katie bar to the door, easy score. Metzger, you got some wheels. Look at that little move right there.
62 yards is the scoring play. And now the Lee Kinsel Chevrolet GMC extra point is up, and it is good. by Cooper Fisher. So Ottawa-Glandorf will answer the score in one play. It's now 14-7, and we will take a timeout here on WOSN. How about that for an answer? It took all of one play for Ottawa-Glandorf to come back. Ethan Metzger, 62 yards. Now, I know on the professional level, that's technically a pass, right, because the ball goes forward. But
I like it.
A run or pass
No,
behind the line of scrimmage here at the high school level? I know the official stats are a little different.
So it's just a little touch forward. That means it's a pass.
So
And don't tell Peyton Kuhlman he doesn't get credit for a touchdown pass on
change
that
it on my notes from run to pass. Touchdown's a touchdown. They're still worth the same. Just some people get a little cranky about stuff like that.
And Metzger, a big play guy in this offense. 6th touchdown of the year. Got to get the football in number 1's hands.
Cooper Fisher will kick off. It's going to be a little squibber, bounces right up on the turf at about the 25-yard line. Does allow the Cougars to get a good return out near the 40-yard line.
Yeah, second time, Riley Trombley has shown up, made a tackle on kickoff. Just a sophomore linebacker looking to get more playing time.
And you can spot that shy of the 40 at the 39. Van Wert will send its offense right back out onto the field. They got a rest of a few seconds.
We'll see if Ottawa-Glandorf starts trying to dictate terms by bringing some pressure. They've let Briston Wise kind of run around free all night.
Wise nearly took a big hit. However, he got rid of the football, but the OG defense read that.
Did you see who was in the grill of Wise? Our old friend, Scrap Iron Vinny Brinkman. First guy back there in a hurry.
No gain on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10.
No gain. It's 2nd and 10.
Gotta love Xavier Kelly directing traffic for his receivers, helping them line up correctly.
Wise rolling, looking to throw, has that one off the hand of his intended target. Threw a fastball trying to get it into Nate Gearhart.
I was looking for Micah Cowan vertically, but it was well covered, and he comes down to his check down receiver, but oh boy, that's a high heater. Tough to catch, and Nate Gearhart couldn't come down with it.
It's going to bring up 3rd and 10 from the 39-yard line.
A long look over to the Van Wert sideline to get the play in. Going to be inside of 10 seconds when they finally get this thing ready to go.
And it's going to be close to 5. See the play clock right there in our Ultimate Outdoor scoreboard. For those of you new to football, that's the number in red. Wise, middle of the field, has a man open. Catch is going to be made by Keaton Welsh. It's going to be inside OG territory, and it's going to be enough for the Laudex Jewelry first down.
This will break your heart if you're OG. 3rd and forever, and you just allow Weiss to hang out in the pocket and wait and wait and wait. And he's going to find Keaton Welch, who does a really good job of holding on to that football. But credit the big fellas, Noah Doctor, Connor Harris, Aiden Bunsen, Peyton Moorfield, and Trevor Dotson. The big guys up front for Van Wert gave him time.
Did you ask me if I know a doctor?
Noah Doctor, yeah. Yeah, that's right. Noah Doctor, what a great name. Could you imagine if he becomes a doctor, Doctor?
You have? I mean, even if you're any sort of doctorate, you're doctor.
Doctor.
That's right. So you're going to take a look at an injured player. While they do that, let's step aside here in WOSN. Good to see that the injured player able to get up. Trevor Rump, it's going to be a big loss for Ottawa-Glandorf. He supplied the big thump on defense, made the tackle there at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, big part of what OG does defensively, leads the team with 51 tackles.
Yeah, took the worst end of it, but he was able to get up. The training staff will look at him. Return to action here, first down from the 40, and the one-handed grab is going to be made by Micah Cowan.
Watch Micah Cowan. There's a little bit of a high throw by Weiss, but goes up and gets it. This is something they'll come back to because the quick screen game, other than the one time they are called for a hold, the receivers are winning those battles on the perimeter.
Best 2-yard pass you will ever see.
Tremendous effort to go up with that left hand and catch it.
Brings up 2nd and 8. So Wise rolls to the far side, Fires again, has a man open middle of the field. Spinning again, Cowan. And it looks like he will have enough for the Lottix Jewelry first down.
Yeah, Ottawa-Glandorf's going to have to start doing a better job of keeping Wise from rolling. Too easy for Van Wert to seal the edge. Nobody in a blue jersey, a gray jersey tonight. And Wise gets to the perimeter yet again.
14 yards on that reception. Sets up Van Wert. And again, a first downs tonight brought to you by Lottix Jewelry, your family-owned and operated jeweler for over 70 years. Visit them at 1244 South Shannon Street in Van Wert or online, lottix.com. Wise with the fake keeps it himself. He's going to be buried under at about the line of scrimmage. Jayden Steckschulte saw number 5 in on the stop there for the Titans.
Yeah, Steckschulte shows up there and also gets a little bit of help inside as well by Jaden Guerrera. Number 61. Both guys played it correctly. And honestly, Randy, why would you honor the jet sweep if you're worried about Wise? If you're an interior player for OG, just wait and wait and wait because Wise is going to come back to you. Take that part of the game away from Van Wert.
Loss of 1 on the play is going to bring up 2nd and 11. Steckschulte also easy to spot. He's sporting that Guardian cap now. Wise getting it outside, shakes one defender, will dive forward. Still turn that into a decent gain.
Now this is just ridiculous. Wise is going to give a little yoink, yoink, and a double yoink, and then get outside. It is one-on-one, but you're not going to tackle him by himself. Look at this. Whoop! See you later. And that's not a regular football player. That is Vinny Brinkman that he juked out of his shorts. Unbelievable run by Wise.
Gain of 8 on the play is going to bring up 3rd and 3 as Van Wert gets inside the thermal guard window and door red zone. Wise looks. Keeper all the way, following his blockers, able to bounce to the outside. And he's going to be down near the 10-yard line.
Now Wise so quick with that left foot into the ground and the cutting ability to make a couple gray jerseys miss and then some more positive yardage. And Wise is as good as anybody in the WBL.
Yeah, it was Jordan Shoemaker, the freshman, number 3 for OG, that brought him down. It's not until he gets the Lottix Jewelry first down to the 11-yard line. Van Wert can pick up one more first down at about the 1. Handoff. I'll go back to Hillary. Hillary will get, looks like a couple of yards. See where they spot this at.
Hillary, a one cut and get vertical guy. Good size on Hillary. Had that really nice touchdown run earlier in the game. If they get him going, owning the tackles, it's going to make it a lot easier for Wise to get free on the outside.
Yeah, it ended up being a gain of 4, so 2nd and 6 from the 7-yard line. Wise rolling out, has a lineman with him, trying to cut upfield. That time he's going to be wrapped up by Ethan Metzger, who will bring him down.
Now watch, he's going to have 2 linemen pull around, but he's going to bounce it outside of them. I think if he waits and then cuts inside of that block, he's got himself a touchdown. Yep, has that block. It was going to be a really nice block by Peyton Moorfield to get him free for the touchdown, but quick guys like to get outside, and that's where Wise tried to go.
And Wise did get 2 on the play, so it's going to bring up 3rd and 4. Wise has a sidecar to his left. He's going to run the entire way and again runs right into a tackle of Ethan Metzger.
If you're an Ohio State fan, you've seen Will Howard drop this off to Junkins. It's the speed option. Defensive end commits to you, the quarterback, and make that pitch for big yardage. That was going to be Xavier Kelly that was going to catch the pitch. Wise kept it. Good defense by Ottawa-Glandorf.
Gain of 1 is going to bring up 4th and 3. Again, Van Wert doesn't need a touchdown. They can get a first down at the 1-yard line. No hesitation. They obviously keep their offense on the field.
Huge moment in this football game.
Now Wise looking, trying to again draw OG offside, but they're going to talk about it. So before they think about what they're going to do, they want to take a timeout. So with the timeout on the field, we'll take one as well, and we'll see what happens on 4th down when we return. Fourth down here for Van Wert. It's going to be 4th and 3 from the OG 4. Don't know if there's a big difference if you're looking for 1 yard line or touchdown. You like to have 4 shots at the end zone from the 1.
Either one's a good option, though, right? Coach Record say, take either one, we'll go. Let's do it.
Briston Wise will send his back out as a receiver to the right. Wise rolls that way, rolling, fires. That one is going to be caught for the Dales Concrete and Decorative Stamping touchdown.
Oh, this is a fantastic play by Van Wert. Not just by Wise, who gets the outside leverage, but he throws this thing about 100 miles an hour. Watch the catch in the back corner of the end zone. Whoa!
Was that Cowan that had it? We're trying to see a number. And there's
Micah
a lot
Cowan,
of
number 10, is the one that comes down with it. Big play receiver, 5th touchdown on the year. Great answer by Van Wert after the answer by Ottawa-Glandorf.
A big play on 4th down. Now the Lee Kinsel extra point by Griffin McCracken is up and good. So now 21-7. Van Wert with the lead over Ottawa-Glandorf on our scoreboard. Again, that is brought to you tonight by Ultimate Outdoor. Bring resort-style living to your backyard every day with a luxury outdoor space by Ultimate Outdoor. And another impressive drive for Van Wert. 12 plays, 61 yards. And this drive started with 9:20. You see 3:24, so nearly 6 minutes off the clock. So I'm Randy, that's Miles. Ken Reeker, producer, hanging out behind us there. Been a good one so far here tonight in Ottawa.
Well, I think everybody's wanting to know what would happen if Van Wert played turnover-free. We're seeing that. We're seeing it tonight. What a difference it makes when they're not turning the football over. Minus 14 turnover margin coming into tonight, but Randy, when they hold on to the football, they can make some plays on a beautiful night.
Yeah, we talked about it in our pregame. Briston Wise, 10 interceptions, a big part of that, but we haven't seen him. I think maybe one time, maybe a questionable pass. I think he was trying to throw one away here on the sideline, threw it into double coverage, but done a really good job with decisions with the football.
And getting to the edge. I mean, anytime he wants to get to the perimeter and get himself a clean window to throw to on a guy outside the hash mark, he's been able to do that. The best player on the field here tonight.
So McCracken's going to tee this one up. Van Wert trying to spoil the OG homecoming.
3 timeouts for Ottawa-Glandorf. If you're Coach Schreiner, do you try to be a little aggressive on this drive? Get one in right before halftime.
And if you're OG, you will also get the ball to begin the second half. McCracken's going to drive this one straight into the ground. This is a bouncing football. Fielded by Metzger at about the 21-yard line. And it's become a foot race down the sideline. And he's going to answer quickly. And he will get in for the Dales Concrete and Decorative Stamping touchdown.
Coach Recker is all over the official on his sideline saying that there was a hold. But nope, Metzger is going to make one guy miss right there. A little bit of a creative block on the outside. And then watch out, because this guy can flat out fly. It's a foot race, and only one guy's going to win it. His name is Metzger.
Looked like he picked that up at about the 22, so we'll credit him with a 78-yard kickoff return for a score in their touchdowns tonight. Brought to you by Dales Concrete and Decorative Stamping in Leipzig. See them for all of your commercial and residential concrete needs. Now Cooper Fisher on, and he will hit the Lee Kinsel Chevrolet GMC Extra Point. Visit them on Irvin Road in Van Wert. Take a look at their pre-owned specials at leekinsel.com. Quick enough? Too quick.
Yeah, now you're thinking if you're OG, did we score too quick? Ken Reeker, can we come back to that kickoff return again? That'd be really cool if we could. Yeah, there's the block that Coach Recker is upset about, and then there's a hold right there. You see him pointing towards it. But the really cool thing, if you're an Ottawa-Glandorf fan, Metzger just outruns absolutely everybody. And then when he's going to get into the end zone, I want you to look at the whole student body just staring at him. How cool is that? You're looking at everybody in your school and you just ran one back on homecoming. Great to have the last name Metzger.
And again, our replays tonight are brought to you by Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken in Lymont, Wapak, Devils, and St. Mary's. Call Lee's for all of your catering needs. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, where home-style happens here. Whether that's home-style chicken, home-style mashed potatoes, home-style coleslaw, home-style Coca-Cola, home-style, I don't know.
You're getting me hungry because I love my Lee's. Randy, one thing will happen when we show up for a football game on a Friday night. It's almost a lock. It's a guarantee. Somebody's running a ball back for a kickoff touchdown, right?
Felt that way.
A kickoff return for a touchdown every single week we're around.
So here's Tyler Rue with the kickoff. This one will be fielded, looks like right around the 15-yard line. And now Van Wert trying to get matching scores on special teams. And Xavier Kelly able to bounce that to the outside and get near midfield.
Yeah, Xavier Kelly, he's going to have a special moment every time he touches a football because look at this quickness. And then the acceleration gets in a little bit of a pile and then squirts out. The X-Man, he's quick.
Well, we've seen Van Wert, really good ball control offense. What can they do with 3:03 in our first half clock with it at their own 46?
Yeah, 2 timeouts. You got everything on your play card if you're Van Wert.
Wise rolling, has a man open near the sideline. Pass is caught. Receiver does get out of bounds. Nate Gerhardt will grab that one.
This is a great spread play that people love to employ in these situations. Knowing that the secondary is going to be playing off, you just run a little stop route at 5 yards, let your quarterback look vertical, and then come back to you for some positive yardage.
To get into the OG side of the field to the OG 46, gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. They turn to the ground, giving off to Hillary. Hillary's going to be a yard short of the first down.
Yeah, nice play by Austin Haley, number 65, knifed through, was able to get him down all by himself. Leads the defensive line with 24 tackles.
3rd and 1 now coming up from the OG 45. Wise keeps it. Will get forward. He will get the Lodex Jewelry first down.
I loved it. Don't mess around at the line of scrimmage on a short yardage play. Just get up there and snap it. Everybody knows it's going to be Weiss that's going to carry it. Let's go quickly.
So Wise will get to the 41 for a gain of 4. Again, our first downs tonight brought to you by Lodex Jewelry, your family-owned and operated jeweler for over 70 years. Visit them 1244 South Shannon Street in Van Wert. Also visit them online at lodex.com.
Incomplete. Well covered that time by Ottawa-Glandorf. At some point in time, Ottawa-Glandorf, there's a glove, I think, on the field.
So I was trying to figure that out as well.
Yeah, somebody's glove got ripped off. There's a mom and dad that is upset. They're going to have to buy new gloves tomorrow. But I was starting to say at some point in time, Ottawa-Glandorf is going to have to bring some kind of outside pressure to keep Wise in the pocket because he is just getting outside the pocket anytime he wants.
So Van Wert's going to let the play clock run down. It looks like they will take their 2nd timeout. So with the timeout on the field, we'll take one as well. 2:04 to go, opening half, and we will return here on WOSN. 2nd down coming up here for Van Wert as took a timeout on the OG side of the field, the 41, trying to add on to their 1 touchdown lead here, 21-14 on our Ultimate Outdoor scoreboard.
A little bit of a bunch inside formation on this trips to the left-hand side. Are they setting this up for the quick screen? No, motion across.
Wise is going to roll that way, fires. This one is going to be caught as he gets it out to Keaton Welsh.
Keaton Welsh, the recipient of the clear out, he's going to be right underneath. Boy, Welch, very reminiscent of Mike Lanise, old Ohio State Buckeye with the great hands.
Smart player trying to dive out of bounds as he gets the Lodex Jewelry first down. Now Wise trying to create some magic, has a man wide open other side of the field. It's Welsh, and he can't hang on to it.
Can't give up on a play when you got Wise as your quarterback. Shades of Fran Targeting Tarkington, Johnny Manziel, all of it just runs around. We'll find a guy. Oh, if Keaton Welch could have came down with that, he could have walked backwards into the end zone.
It's going to bring up 2nd and 10 from the 28. Wise still getting to the sideline. Van Wert trying to get everyone set. That play clock under 10 once again. Wise gets the snap, sets up, looking to throw. Can't find anyone open. He'll take off and run. He'll take a couple of big hits there as he'll be shy of the first down.
Do you call your timeout, or you go tempo to the line of scrimmage? It looks like Van Wert is going to go on to the line of scrimmage.
So it'll be a gain of 9. That'll get them just inside the 20-yard line, which puts them just inside the Thermal Guard window and door red zone. Quality windows and doors from a local company you can trust. Visit thermalguardwindows.com as they try to get the yard for the first down.
They tried to entice the defense with a jet sweep motion. Nobody believing it. And Guerrera stayed home, made that tackle.
No gain on the play, so 4th and 1, under a minute left to go, opening half.
4th down.
Van Wert going quickly. Wise trying to bounce to the outside. Will take on a tackler as he ran right at Mason Voigt, senior defensive back.
Well, I thought maybe Van Wert got away with one. They had some procedure. Somebody was moving before the snap. Officials didn't see it, but Wise again, big play.
Does get enough for the Lottie Jewelry first down to the 13. Now Wise cuts upfield, and he will get inside the 10-yard line. Now the Cougars, I believe, will use their final timeout. 25 seconds to go before halftime.
Now you got to remind your guys up front, if you are Ottawa-Glandorf, that Van Wert now with 0 timeouts. Your secondary got to be on the alert because they got to throw it into the end zone here. If you're Van Wert, though, you're telling Briston Weiss, you can't get sacked. If you get sacked, this half is going to be over. And I know you like to run around and have fun, but throw the ball away here.
So it's going to be 2nd down. Looks like 2nd about 4 from the 7-yard line. So Van Wert in the situation earlier where it was a close yardage situation. So don't necessarily need a touchdown. However, with 25 seconds left, don't have a whole lot of options.
If I'm Van Wert, it's easy to call this, Randy. I am just moving Wise outside the pocket, get him to the edge. If there's nobody open, throw it away. If you got a clear path, take it. Otherwise, step out of bounds, because anytime he has wanted to get outside the pocket, he's been able to. Briston Weiss has been an absolute magician here tonight for Van Wert.
Yeah, we were kind of, I don't want to say undersold on what he can do, but numbers didn't add up to what kind of talent we're seeing.
Yeah, you watch this football team and you think, how are they 1-5? Because this is a tough team to stop.
Here we go, 2nd down coming up for Van Wert. Wise in a shotgun. Looking. Gets rid of it quickly. Another one-handed catch made, and into the end zone will go Xavier Kelly for the Dales Concrete and Decorative Stamping touchdown.
Shades of Jeremiah Smith for the Buckeyes a week ago. The extension, the right hand, the grip strength. Touchdown. Great concept. Double slant on the inside, a flat.
What a score out of Van Wert. And now, time for the Lee Kinsel Chevrolet GMC extra point. It's Griffin McCracken will hit it, and now 28-14. Van Wert goes up with just 18 seconds to go.
Yeah,
OG scored a couple of touchdowns in less time than that.
Do not kick it to number 1, Ethan Metzger, if you're Van Wert. I know they tried to squib it, but still, he's deadly with the ball in his hands. And you know who else is deadly? Xavier Kelly. Good Lord, how about that catch coming out of the backfield? Big-time snag, big-time moment for Van Wert. They've been impressive here tonight.
They've had multiple coaches come over and talk to this Van Wert kickoff unit. I think that point is being made right now. Pink out for the Van Wert student section.
Saw some students with the pink wigs on. I think you can see a glimpse of them in the front row. I thought that was kind of cool as well.
Yeah, doing some work for cancer charities this weekend. Saw some OG students with 2024 homecoming t-shirts, a part of everything going on.
There's got to be some people in the area that are looking at halftime scores, and they'll be a little bit surprised, especially after Ottawa-Glandorf was able to handle Bath a week ago, 26-0.
So McCracken will kick this one. It's a squibber again. Will be fielded at about the 25-yard line. This time Deegan Miller with it. Miller will get out near the 40. We'll see what OG will do with 14 seconds on the clock.
At the 40, you got an opportunity here. You have 3 timeouts left. He still can throw over to the middle of the field. Maybe a nice deep dig route. They love that vertical seam route, but the problem is Van Wert, well coached. They're going to get their secondary to back up, keep everything in front here. Cover 4 look out of Van Wert.
As you see there in their Ultimate Outdoor scoreboard, for what it's worth, OG does have all 3 of their timeouts at their disposal as well. Peyton Coolman, the handoff, he'll go to Evers. Evers, plenty of running room up the middle. He's going to get the Loddix Jewelry first down as he gets inside Van Wert territory. It looks like OG will use 1 timeout here. They might give themselves a shot at least 1 play towards the end zone.
Yeah, problem with that, it does take 7 seconds to run that. So you're down to 7 seconds. You might have time for quick little out for about 4 or 5 seconds. Get yourself a little bit closer so you can have a good heave to the end zone. And you do have your 2 timeouts. Anything over top the middle field, if you don't call timeout right away, this clock is going to end.
Just taking a look at my drive chart that I keep, just so I know lots of yardage and down and distance. So the second quarter ends with Van Wert finishing off the scoring drive. Touchdown Ottawa-Glandorf in 1 play. Van Wert touchdown drive. Ottawa-Glandorf answering with a touchdown on the kickoff return. Van Wert touchdown drive.
Some extra defensive backs in now for Van Wert. Going to drop some backers out to give them a 5 and 6 DB look.
Coleman takes the snap. He looks like he's going to load up. Heave this one as far as he can. Has a man open. He's going to overshoot everyone. It's going to be incomplete, and that's how our opening half of football will end. Been a good one so far, 28-14. Van Wert with the lead on the road. We will take a timeout, have the second half for you when we return. Brady Roberts, Miles Holliday back with you here from Titan Stadium in Ottawa, where the OG Titans trail on homecoming night to Van Wert, 28-14. Partner, we talked about it in our pregame. You mentioned some of the keys Van Wert needed to do. One of them was play turnover-free football. We mentioned it, a couple of times. Minus 14, dead last in the WBL. And that's a big part of the reason why they have this 2-touchdown lead at the half.
Well, let's revisit those, right? Number one, throw the kitchen sink at the run game for Ottawa-Glandorf. They've done a really good job of that. We thought Ottawa-Glandorf would be able to run the football. Not been the case tonight. They've done a good job defensively. And money downs. How many 3rd down and 4th downs have they picked up in this game? And it's been Weiss who's been the guy that when it's been big time 3rd down or 4th down, let the guy run the football. 17 will get you your first down. And Van Wert, that's a great formula.
Yeah, Van Wert has held OG in check for the most part. Take a look at the 2 touchdowns scored by the Titans, both by Ethan Metzger. One, again, that little pop pass, had that opening, went 62 yards, and then he had the nearly 80-yard kickoff return for a score. So OG has had a couple of big plays, but Van Wert, like you said, has done a nice job limiting the OG offense.
But the biggest key, squeeze that pigskin, and that is something Van Wert has done tonight. No turnovers in that first half, so let's make sure we don't give them that announcer jinx, but the guys in the gray jerseys are hoping there's a couple balls on the ground here in the second half.
Will be Ottawa-Glandorf ball to begin our second half.
You wonder if Coach Recker at halftime stressed, if we're going to put it on the ground, let's make sure we put it on the ground short. We don't want Ethan Metzger to touch that football.
So Griffin McCracken is this one teed up. We are going to be ready to go. Another squibbers. They're going to try to avoid that big return. This one comes out. Deegan Miller with it once again. Miller will get out across the 30. Some decent field position for OG as we begin our second half.
Aaron Reichert, number 30, the best defender on this Van Wert football team, runs down on kickoff, sets the tempo by getting that tackle started. Tremendous special teams work.
Titans open the second half from their own 32. Coolman's been in a shotgun all night. He's there. He has Grant Evers as a back to his right. Bunch formation, top side of the screen. There's that pop pass again. This time they'll go to Miller. Miller trying to cut upfield will get out across the 35 to about the 38-yard line.
A nice concept coming out of here. It's an unbalanced. These two guys are going to be on the line of scrimmage, so you're going to outnumber Van Wert to that side. Nice concept, good, easy play to execute coming out of the half.
Mark back at the 37, so gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. As you take a look at our Lee's famous recipe chicken replay. Coleman has Brinkman, has that H back. A fake to him, has one-on-one. Miller trying to break free. He's going to just have it go through the hands.
Deegan Miller, you could tell he was going to have a touchdown. Unbelievable fake inside, and then Coolman just unleashes. Going to be a catch. Oh, he's got to be the sickest man in America because he knows he has a touchdown. Great call. Let's see if Ottawa-Glandorf comes back to that one later.
It's going to bring up a 3rd and 5 for the Titans. Coolman, handoff this time to Evers, fighting forward. Grant Evers looks like at first glance they do move the sticks, so he will get the Laudix Jewelry first down.
It's a huge first down. Didn't want to go 3 and out, especially after having that opportunity on the big play to Miller. This is going to be one of those moments if you are Ottawa-Glandorf, if you don't get the touchdown here, you got to start thinking how many times are you going to get the football in this game down by 2 scores.
Picked up 6 when he needed 5. That moves the ball out to the 43-yard line. Coolman gets the snap. Looks and fires to that far sideline where it's going to be another Laudix Jewelry first down as he throws that one out to the junior Nolan Horseman comes up with it.
Horseman, who had an unbelievable block in that first half, gets a big catch, just a quick little 10-yard stop. You got a huge cushion on the outside, keep pushing that corner off, and then this pivot. Nice throw by Coolman to get him right on the spot.
Gain of 12 moves OG to the Van Wert 45. And again, a first down tonight brought to you by Laudix Jewelry, your family-owned and operated jeweler for over 70 years. Visit them at 1244 South Shannon Street, Van Wert, or online at laudix.com. Let's keep this one on the ground inside the 40 to the 39.
Inside handoff. Look at the offensive line. Boy, you wonder what was said to them at halftime because they're coming off the football in a different attitude in the second half than they did in the first half.
Gain of 6 is going to bring up 2nd and 4. OG matching the tempo and pace Van Wert played in the first half. Coolman looking again, has a man that far side. It is caught. Let's try to get a number on the receiver. He's going to get that one back out to Deegan Miller. And that is going to move the sticks again for another Laudix Jewelry first down.
I like it. Go back to Miller. Of course, he had that drop that absolutely devastated him a moment ago. Go back to him, get some confidence back in him, get him back in the football game. And as long as Van Wert is playing so far off at the corner, keep taking those free yards if you're OG.
Big with 10 on the pass play. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the Van Wert 29. Back to Evers on the ground. That cut plays. He cuts up field. And it looks like he will get inside the 25.
The first time tonight, Randy, on this drive for Ottawa-Glandorf that the piles are starting to finish going towards Van Wert. In that first half, it was a stalemate, or the runners are getting pushed backwards. Runners are falling forward now for OG.
A good gain of 6 on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd and 4 from the 23. Kuhlman in that shotgun, gets the snap. Looking near side this time, going for the end zone. It's Miller, and he will hang on to it this time and get the Nails Concrete and Decorative Stamping touchdown.
You got to feel good for this young man. Had the big drop a moment ago. Doesn't hang his head, though. And he says, all right, I can make this one one-handed. Big-time elite effort. Deegan Miller. Are you kidding me with that effort? And then what do? You get up and you flex.
Time now for the Lee Kinsel Chevrolet GMC extra point. It's Cooper Fisher on for the attempt. And he will hit this one through the uprights. And the extra point is good. That cuts that Van Wert lead to 28-21 on our Ultimate Outdoors scoreboard. We will take a timeout here on WOSN. Well, the 8-play scoring drive ends with Deegan Miller, the one-handed 23-yard touchdown catch. Cuts this lead 28-21, Van Wert over Ottawa-Glandorf on our Ultimate Outdoors scoreboard, bringing resort-style living to your backyard every day with a luxury outdoor space by Ultimate Outdoor.
Now, what a catch by Deegan Miller. OG, opening drive of the second half, buzzsaw.
So Tyler Rui will do the kicking here on the kickoff. He has this thing teed up at the 40-yard line, sends it into the night. Fielded at about the 10. Running straight ahead is Case Stegeman.
I'm not sure who is going to get Special Teams Player of the Week for OG, but on the kickoff unit, Raleigh Trombley and Mason Vogt, those two are doing a great job on the kickoff unit.
Cougars have the football for the first time in the second half from their own 29-yard line. See Wise in a shotgun, has a man in motion. He'll flip it out to him. Pass is caught as he'll get it out to Micah Cowan.
Now watch Metzger, number 1. He's going to show it for Ottawa-Glandorf. Fights through the block and then gets the open field tackle. That is a tough job at playing the secondary against a rocket toss outside.
Cowan does pick up 6 yards, 2nd and 4. You saw the replay there. Our replays tonight brought to you by Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken in Lima, Wapak, Delphus, and St. Mary's. Call Lee's for all of your catering needs. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, where home style happens here. Wise again, quickly gets rid of the football. It's Cowan for a second time. He will fight forward and pick up the Laudix Jewelry first down.
Yeah, gonna fake inside. If it's not what you like, you're gonna run outside. Folks, this is nothing more than the pitch phase of the triple option. This is a great job by Wise running the triple option. Nobody's on my pitch man. I'll throw it out there for a first down.
Officials have asked for a stoppage. I think they had trouble moving the chains. So they're going to give the crew just a moment as the ball moves out to the 44. It's that quick pickup at 9. I think they might have got the chains wrapped up around the down box. Looks like they got everything situated on that home side. Just, again, a little unusual quirk. If you've never been here to Titan Stadium, press box sits on the visitor's side. Now the run straight ahead. That one read well by OG. One of the first ones there is a man we talked about in our pregame. Big defensive lineman Dayton Dooling, number 13.
Yeah, Dooling arrives. Will Kuhlman also was there. And honestly, if you're OG, just take away the O and B gaps on the inside quarterback run. Let your secondary deal with that jet sweep, because Briston Wise is the deadlier of the duo running the football between the tackles.
Gain of 1 on the play is going to bring up 2nd and 9 from the 45. I think Miles talked about each team's had the football once. We're already halfway through this third quarter. Wise once again escapes pressure, fires this one complete to that far sideline. Caught out there by Nate Gearhart. We had some whistles, just someone out of bounds. We have a flag down on that far side as well. Do we not? No flag, I'm sorry. I saw. There's a lot of officials making hand gestures towards everyone. I was trying to figure out what was going on.
I'm not sure how you sack Briston Wise. I mean, OG was in the backfield, had an opportunity, and he just squirts through.
It's been allegedly done, according to the WBL stat pack we get every week. Wise is going to take a big hit right at midfield. We'll see who supplied that one as Wise is very quickly able to get back up.
Yeah, watch Des Schulte just waiting in the middle. He's going to meet Wise one-on-one, gets him to the ground. And a rarity, a punt coming up for Van Wert.
A gain of about a half yard on the play. Does bring up a fourth, and it looks like about 4. Van Wert's going to play the field position game and at least send their punt unit onto the field.
He's starting to feel momentum switch after the last touchdown by OG. Now getting a stop. Be alert for a fake.
Cam Wirtz is the punter. They bring the pressure. Wirtz trying to angle this one. Takes a bounce on that turf. Very smart play as Evers is out there on the coverage. That bounce ended up right in his breadbasket, but just trying to save some yardage, is able to smother the football and keep it from bouncing behind him.
He probably saves 10 yards where they'll be starting inside their own 10-yard line. Alertly grabbed it and just went straight to the ground so he didn't risk dropping the football and allowing Van Wert to recover.
OG gets this back here. You see 5:52 left to go on our Ultimate Outdoor scoreboard. Titans start this drive inside their own 15. They're going to mark it at the 13-yard line. Evers on the give, trying to cut upfield. He'll get out near the 20-yard line. And one of the guys we highlighted earlier tonight, Chance Youngpeter, one of the guys there, number 51, the defensive lineman for Van Wert on the stop.
A lot of success with that same play on the last drive for Ottawa-Glandorf. Brian Heapsch, one of the guys that dials up the plays for Ottawa-Glandorf. I like it, Randy. He didn't wait for that play. It was successful. Let's come back with it again and see if Van Wert can stop it. Clearly, Van Wert could not.
Picked up about 6 on the run. We'll call it 2nd and 4, shy of the 20-yard line at the 19. Coolman in that shotgun again has Evers. He'll give to him, same play. Evers able to cut upfield, falls forward across the 20 to about the 22. It's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Yeah, you wonder if they went in at halftime, Ottawa-Glandorf, and said, how many carries does Evers have? You know, he's our bell cow, averages 5.5 per carry, 677 yards on the year. And we need to get him more involved. Definitely a concerted effort to get the football in number 18's hands.
My God, partner, it's been 7 weeks, and for the first time, we are going to have a measure.
It's one of my favorite parts of the game. I miss it. They've taken it out of the game. If it's close, they just usually say it's a first down. It's going to be my guess that they're going to be a little bit short. What about you?
I think so. That was looked at first glance. It looks a little short. We'll see what happens when they high drama-filled moment of dragging the chain out and missed it by that much.
In the old days, you just get under center and have the quarterback fall forward for a first down, but everybody being a shotgun team, you always got to go back 5 to get the half-yard first, and it'll be interesting what the call is for Ottawa-Glandorf. If I'm Ottawa-Glandorf, I'm giving it to Evers again because he has been running with some physicality here in the second half.
And it's going to be 3rd down and less than a yard. Ball spotted just shy of the 23-yard line. Coolman in that shotgun. Does give it to Evers. Evers ahead, has the first down and more. He might have been all the way to the house before getting tripped up, but he does get enough for the Lodex Jewelry first down.
Look at that right-hand side of the offensive line for Ottawa-Glandorf doing the job. This offensive line starting to assert themselves. Golker, Graymeyer, Siefker, Haley, and Kaufman winning the line of scrimmage now for OG.
Picks up 9 on the run, so a first down at the 31. Coolman Looking to throw, has time, has Miller again, wide open, just overshoots him.
Coolman saw it, too excited, just rifles it about 10 yards. Boy, he's got a live wire for an arm, doesn't he? And he's going to sling this thing about as far as he can. Just lay it up a little more. Let him get under it. Deegan Miller would have had himself another big-time touchdown.
Instead, it's going to bring up 2nd and 10.
Oh, that post route was wide open for Ottawa-Glandorf. Got to be concerning for Van Wert.
Back to the ground they go with Evers. Evers moving that pile again. Out across the 35 to the 36. Picked up 5. It's going to bring up 3rd and 5, and you're half tempted to almost run it again.
Yeah, they're getting 5 and 6 every time that they run the football. I'm in agreement with you there. If not, remember, Van Wert's been giving them a huge cushion on the outside. They run that 10-yard stop route. Big moment here in the 3rd quarter.
3rd and 5 coming up for the Titans. They trail by a score. They've trailed all night. Looking to throw. This one is caught underneath. Turning the corner is Metzger. It's a foot race again. Metzger down the sideline is going to get in, and he's going to score the Dale's Concrete and Decorative Stamping touchdown.
Just too big of a cushion on the outside. Look, there is nobody within 12 yards. All he's going to do is settle up right here. Easy pitch and catch. And how about the quick spin by Metzger and then get vertical? And for the 2nd time on a long run here tonight, style and profile on your way into the end zone.
So he has touchdown receptions of 62 and 64 yards to go along with the 78-yard kickoff returns. Lee Kinsella Chevrolet GMC extra point is good. And with 3:19 to go in the 3rd quarter, we're now tied at 28.
Great block on the outside, too, by Dane Dooling to get him free. And Metzger, fastest guy in the field.
So, track coaches are watching, right?
Oh, man. How about those strides?
Well, partner, we got ourselves a football game again.
Yeah, great answer coming out of halftime by Ottawa-Glandorf. You had the feeling when Van Wert didn't pick up that last 1st down that it was going to be another opportunity for Ottawa-Glandorf to keep the momentum, and they sure have. And look at the student section. They're fired up for homecoming.
They are ready. They've been waiting, and first time they've had a touchdown that didn't end up by them.
Yeah, running away. They got to admire how fast Ethan Metzger is. Well, he can chew up some yardage.
See the Titans kick off here. Hey, by the way, at the end of the night, we have to select a Stolly Insurance Hustle Award winner.
I know a guy that's hustled in the end zone a couple times.
Check out the highlights of our Stolly Insurance Hustle Award winner on our WOSN YouTube page. Kickoff fielded at about the 11-yard line. This is Cowan. Cowan will get out to about the 30, it looks like.
And what a night for Ethan Metzger. Last time he's playing in a homecoming game here at Ottawa-Glandorf, and it might as well show out.
He's done that, but trying to do some quick, just his touchdown plays have covered 126, and let's see if I can, 204 yards in touchdown plays.
That's big time. Well, now how's Ottawa-Glandorf stop Van Wert again? Take away to middle.
Wise will throw, has this one caught. Cowan with it as Wise makes the wise decision, gets it out across the 30.
Well, did you see who showed up first? Ethan Metzger. Number 1, first one there. Got to be in pretty good shape. You just ran extremely fast for a touchdown. Now you're back out on defense. The conditioning got to be tremendous to do that.
Slightly better than ours. Maybe, just slightly.
I'd like to see you race him.
I would race him 100 yards if he gives me a 90-yard head start, and then there's still no guarantee that I win.
Now the emotion clearly on the side of Ottawa-Glandorf. When good things happen, it becomes a snowball effect. Scrap iron Vinny Brinkman first there, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gray jerseys arrive.
No gain on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd and 4 from the 35. Wise alone in the backfield, looks for the play. Now he'll walk up to his lineman, give him the play call.
Corners rolled up in man.
Wise rolling far side, fires, passes, caught. Receiver brought down immediately, but it should be enough for the Loddix Jewelry first down out at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, this is a great route concept. Outside receiver is going to run a pivot. Looked like he's coming on a slant, then roll back out, and then guess who got outside the pocket again? Got himself a window, and this is clearly a first down.
A down box was a little late, if they do move it. Now they're moving the chains out at the 40.
That was Nate Gearhart. Tremendous route.
Hey, Gearhart's had a big day offensively.
Well, that Van Wert offense really needed a first down. Couldn't go 3 and out again.
Cougars set up at the 40, looking over clock running near a minute and a half to go in our third quarter.
A little of a deliberate stall here now by Van Wert. Play clock at 25, and they haven't gotten the play in yet. So they have several tempos. You can go lightning fast or go kind of tortoise. The tortoise and the hare effect.
Yeah, it's all worked, at least tonight. Wise does give the handoff late. Thought about pulling it back. Xavier Kelly's going to be met for no gain.
Now watch Will Coleman, number 84. He's going to scrape over top. A little miscommunication. Wise tried to slow play it and then give it the last second to Xavier Kelly. Kelly's like, no, you keep it if you want to get hit.
Yeah, great work by our camera crew to show you that one right there. And new guy we've hired seems to be working out.
Yeah, Peyton pretty good.
Then there's Curtis.
Maybe the best thing from Salina High School ever.
2nd and 10. Here's a bounce to the outside for Wise. One of his teammates will make sure he stays upright at about the 45.
Yeah, Evers had him for a loss, but the first guy never gets Wise to the ground. Makes the first guy miss always.
It's 35 Cougars at the 45-yard line.
It's 3rd down and 5 coming up here. Once again, that deliberate look out of Van Wert. Do need to run one play with the clock stopped as he got out of bounds. Looking to throw. That one's going to be a little high. It was intercepted. There's going to be a mad scramble for the ball. That's going to be a pick.
Wise gets outside the pocket again. I think he's looking for Micah Cowan. It's going to be a high throw. Cowan goes up, deflects it, bounces. Cowan tries to get it back, but he cannot because that is Bellman that comes up big time for OG.
It's Gage Bellman. And there's going to be a penalty at the end of this. Personal foul. So the first turnover of the night is a big one.
And that's a big penalty as well.
So the interception plus the walk-off charge to Van Wert will push the ball close to, they do have it marked, it looks like the 45. Now they're waiting. Now they're going to get an explanation on what happened to Coach Recker right here in front of us.
Well, the official that called it came over, and then the white hat came over as well. Coach Recker seems like he is more upset with his guys, so he's got to be a little bit in agreement with that.
So Ottawa-Glandorf will start at the Van Wert 44 with 14 seconds to go in our third quarter. Kuhlman looking to throw. Has Miller again. This one's going to be incomplete, and a flag's going to come out.
It's going to be an inside fake, and they're just going to run a straight-out go route outside to Miller. And Miller has it. One. You see that it was going to be a catch, except for the interference on the outside by Winklejohn. Winklejohn never locates the football, plays through the receiver. Easy call for the official. Correct call.
So the penalty gives OG 15 more yards. That moves it down to the 29. So that is 30 yards in penalties in these last two plays.
Boy, Kuhlman has got himself a rifle for a right arm here today.
Ottawa-Glandorf with 6 seconds to go in the quarter will now have this at the Van Wert 29. Let's give to Evers. Evers again looking inside is brought down after a short gain, and that's how the third quarter will end. So we're in for a treat. We are tied. Head into the fourth quarter. We'll have it for you next here on WOSN. Ottawa-Glandorf has taken advantage of a couple of miscues on Van Wert, back-to-back 15-yard penalties. Has moved the ball downfield. Now here's Evers, first carry of the fourth quarter. He's going to run right into that mammoth body inside.
That's Javon Smith, number 62. Big play, big fella.
Gain of 2 on the run. It's going to bring up 3rd and 6.
Don't be surprised if this is a run as well, setting up a makeable fourth down.
Ottawa-Glandorf trying to break this 28-all tie. Trailed 28-14 at the half. And then 2 touchdown passes thrown by Peyton Kuhlman. One to Deegan Miller, one to Ethan Metzger. Side this up. Kuhlman looking to throw again. Fires towards the end zone. Receiver's going to trip. It's going to be incomplete. Did the feet get tangled up, or did he trip over his own feet? We're going to take a look at the Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken replay.
Now, this is the right call by the officials. What they call is incidental contact, yet feet just get tangled up. Interesting play call. Going for it all on 3rd down and long. That tells me they're going to go for it on 4th down. That huge cushion on the outside, if they would have settled up on a hitch, they would have had the first down. But Coach says, let's go for the big shot.
Yeah, it's homecoming night. You have a large student section here trying to get fired up. 4th down coming up here for the Titans.
I don't think they got it off.
Do we have a delay? C0 on our play clock. That is the call. So the penalty changes things a little bit.
You don't punt the football here now into 30, but it's 4th down and about 12. A tough call here. You're the offensive play caller, 4th and 12. If you're Van Wert, maybe bring a backer blitz. Force Kuhlman to get rid of it in a hurry. He's been sitting back there patting the football all day long. Deegan Miller to the near side all by himself.
Kuhlman in the shotgun as Evers to his left. Gets the snap. Rolling out. Looking. Has plenty of time. Now under some pressure. Coming back near side. Unloads this one. It's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Miller, but well covered. And Van Wert is going to get the stop on downs.
That's Nagel that shows up late. Sees Kuhlman rolling around. Leaves the secondary, comes up and gets in his face. Did a right thing, too. Did not contact the quarterback. He was sprinting towards him. A lot of guys would have launched right into him, and it would have been a flag. But forced Kuhlman to throw early. Van Wert with their biggest stand of the night.
So they will take over here early in this final quarter. They get the stop, and they will start from their own 30-yard line.
Well, let's see if this Van Wert offense, who's been in neutral this whole second half that can get started again. And credit Ottawa-Glandorf, though, Randy. What have they done? Well, they've rolled up their corners, made it difficult for those outside receivers for Van Wert to catch short balls or get good releases, and then they've taken the inside run of Weiss away. So great adjustments by Ottawa-Glandorf at halftime has really stymied this Van Wert offense.
It's 28-all on our scoreboard tonight, brought to you by Ultimate Outdoor. Bring resort-style living to your backyard every day with a luxury outdoor space by Ultimate Outdoor. And I have to admit, you have to sit in if you haven't listened yet to the WOSN 3 Wise Men podcast. I was very impressed the way that Danny Holbrook could say pergola.
You say it much better, my friend.
I don't know if you caught the little chuckle.
I definitely did. Yeah. It is a fun podcast, and I always tell people it's supposed to be 3 wise men with a question mark because, who's really the 3 wise men there? But thank you and Patrick Kamler for being on the show this week. It was a lot of fun. We laughed and laughed and laughed.
So if you haven't done so, if you're a big fan of what we do here at WOSN, if you just like sports, as their stoppage was actually for an injured player in the end zones. Is that Miller that needs a little help walking off the field?
My coach Schreiner goes over there and checks on him along with the training staff. It looks like he's going to be okay. Walking a little bit stiff with a limp.
Oh, I'm sorry. That is Metzger.
He's probably just tired as much as he ran here tonight.
The Cougars take over from their own 30. And they will whistle the ball in play, and Van Wert will be ready to go. Briston Wise in a shotgun, has a couple of lead blockers. He'll jet right up across the middle,
Ball's
across
out.
the 35. Officials saying that I believe Wise was down first.
All right, one of the adjustments right here. You're going to lock up one-on-one, one-on-one, one-on-one. You're going to get hands-on to receivers. Don't let them free. And makes running quick routes difficult for Van Wert.
Gain of 8 on the run. It's going to bring up 2nd and 2. Saw the official from the sideline come in and say that ball was down. So I want to thank Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken for our replays tonight. Again, they try to run into that teeth of that OG defense. And this one's going to be close to another Lodex Jewelry first down.
If the near side official spots it, it's going to be a first down. Yep, it sure is.
Kelly will get enough, at least. So one official gives the signal. The Van Wert players follow suit, and then they can't figure out why the chains don't automatically move, but do get credit for the Lodex Jewelry first down.
Yeah, Van Wert concerned about the scoreboard not showing 1st and 10, but officials know it's 1st and 10. We're good to go.
Yeah, had trouble resetting the play clock. They get it ready to go. Now send our game clock in motion as well. Under 10 minutes left to play in a tied ball game here from Titan Stadium. Wise started shuffling forward before he got the snap. Gives the handoff Kelly. Little spin of Rudy as he'll get into the OG side of the field and get another Lodex Jewelry first down.
Oh, this young fella is electric as well. Look at that. Give you a leg. I'll take it away. Boy, very fortunate for Ottawa-Glandorf. He wasn't able to keep his feet. Xavier Kelly.
Got 12 on that run, gives them a first down to the OG 48. And I don't know if Van Wert will be able to do it, but man, they're almost playing this like one final shot to win the ball game.
Yeah, definitely a deliberate pace. And inside handoffs have been slow sledding in the second half. Much better job by Ottawa-Glandorf taking away A and B gap.
It's still 9 minutes to go. Don't know if they can chew up all 9 minutes. We've seen a couple impressive drives we talked about in the opening half. 3-minute drives that went 8 plays and 9 plays. But you're talking about trying to chew up nearly an entire quarter.
Well, they had the time of possession in their favor in the first half because the no-play touchdowns of Ottawa-Glandorf.
Gain of 2 on the latest run. Now Wise trying to bounce to the outside where he is going to be stopped by the senior, Vinny Brinkman.
Vinny Brinkman shows up in a big way. A young man that absolutely loves contact, and really the first time tonight anyone has been able to get Briston Weiss to the ground one-on-one. He's made the first guy miss continuously.
It's a loss of about 1.5. We're going to call it third, and they got 3rd and 9. Might be closer to 3rd and 10, just barely across the original line of scrimmage, which is the OG 48.
Man under to safety help.
Wise looking to throw. Is get rid of this one in a hurry. Great jerseys all around, and it's going to be caught in traffic. Unbelievable job coming back to the football, and it's his favorite target, Micah Cowan.
Weiss running for his life, just throws it up, hoping something positive happens. The jump just not high enough by Kuhlman. And how about Micah Cowan? An answer to the prayer.
23 yards to give them the Loddix Jewelry first down at the 25. Our first downs tonight brought to you by Loddix Jewelry, your family-owned and operated jeweler for over 70 years. Visit them at 1244 South Shannon Street, Van Wert, or online, Loddix.com, as Wise will keep it and pick up some positive yardage.
You have to believe that Will Kuhlman thought for sure he was going to have an interception.
Just when you start to come back down to earth, you realize the ball's still out there. It's the worst feeling in the world, right? It's
just
in slow motion.
A wild play. Kuhlman thought for sure it was going to be an interception. Everybody here thought it was going to be an interception. But Micah Cowan, big play.
2nd and 7. We get this one out to Kelly. Nice stop in the open field made there. I believe that was number 41, Mason Voigt. Senior defensive back steps up.
Voigt, who has shown up a couple times on kickoff coverage, this time playing the screen correctly.
No gain on the play. 3rd and 7 from the 22. Wise rolling, fires. This one's going to be caught. As he'll get to Kelly once again.
Xavier Kelly. Oh, what a future he has. Those special letters by his name, FR, means that Van Wert's going to have a lot of years of watching him develop.
Kelly did go out of bounds, so it's going to bring up 4th and 5 from the 20-yard line. And we're going to see McCracken come on. Are they going to attempt a field goal?
They are indeed. There's been some leakage through A-gap on the extra point.
37-yard attempt. Snap's going to go over everyone's head. Live football. Still, it looked like it was still bouncing around. Wise is going to fall on it, but a big break for Ottawa-Glandorf.
Yeah, here comes that A-gap. You got to step hard inside. If not, A-gap is going to get free. And a man that almost had an interception a moment ago, and that is Will Kuhlman. He's going to have the big-time block. Wow, what a moment in this football game. Back to midfield now for Ottawa-Glandorf.
Field goal opportunity turns awry. And now OG will get this one. 6:12 to play in our Ultimate Outdoor scoreboard. They're going to start from their own 46. Evers trying to find somewhere to go. That play will be strung out and dropped for no gain.
Yeah, really nice call by Keith Rieker, head coach and defensive play caller for Van Wert. Brought a little extra man outside to that side. Outnumbered Ottawa-Glandorf, held them to nothing on first down.
2nd down coming up here. So this game has been shortened in a hurry. So Van Wert did chew up about half of that quarter, trying to put together an impressive drive. Kuhlman looking to throw, sets up that throwback screen as he'll get Evers. Evers, plenty of running room, will get into Van Wert territory, and he's going to have the Loddix Jewelry first down.
Oh, this is a great call. And if you're a defensive lineman chasing down the quarterback and he throws it over the top of your head, you go, oh no, because that's the feeling. Nobody in a white jersey over there. Big time throwback screen. Great timely call by Ottawa-Glandorf.
Pickup of 17 on the reception gives OG a first down to the Van Wert 37.
OG not exactly in a hurry either. Going to snap this inside of 10 seconds as well.
And also going to snap it inside 5 minutes on our game clock. Back to Evers. Evers just finding holes, is going to get inside the 35. Gets positive yards. They'll give him about 4 to the 33. See the defensive coaches for Van Wert giving some signals, trying to help their guys out.
Looks like man-to-man on the inside.
Back to Evers, peeking his way through. Now it's a foot race. Evers, and he's in for the Nails Concrete Decorative Stamping touchdown.
Now go back to one of our keys of this football game for Ottawa-Glandorf, ground and pound, and that's what they've been doing. However, there is a flag down, and this might be a huge call against Ottawa-Glandorf.
See that sidestep? There is a downfield holding, so it's all going to go for naught.
I think it was a hold on the outside. And it's a shame for Ottawa-Glandorf because the run was off tackle. The hold came outside where it didn't really impact that run.
So the penalty backs up OG to the 36. So it is a downfield holding. It's going to bring up 2nd and 9. Coleman looking to throw under pressure, files middle of the field. That one's going to be incomplete.
It's a good thing that it was incomplete. Would have came back. The throw was going to be in front of the line of scrimmage, and all the linemen had released, so it was going to be a legal man downfield, which I would contend, Randy, if there's 5 guys that are illegal upfield, that should be 15 yards for each guy.
Oh, wow.
Could you imagine that penalty?
60 yards in penalties. Yeah, I guess 75. Try to do some quick math.
A huge third down. Ottawa-Glandorf been able to pick up a lot of yardage with soft coverage on the outside. Maybe run that hitch route again.
3rd and 9 coming up. Coleman, middle of the field. That one's going to be incomplete, a little high for his intended target. Like Evers just unable to hang on to it.
Yeah, Evers starts out on the left-hand slot, just going to run a drag between the 2 linebackers. Tried to catch the back end of the football. Would have been enough for the first down, but 4th down now for OG. Looks like they're going to at least come out like they're going to go for it.
You're kind of caught in no man's land here at the 36-yard line.
I punt the football here because if I don't pick it up, I'm giving Van Wert really good field position, and I don't have a lot of 4th and 9 plays.
OG is going to at least line up to go for it.
5 on the clock.
Coleman gets the snap to go the entire way. Look in, under pressure, fires, and it's intercepted. It's going to be picked off at the 25-yard line as Cohen Bragg, sophomore defensive back, comes up with a stop.
Cohen Bragg did a good job right before the end of the half, taking away that deep route on the last play of the half. This time he's just going to hang out as Coleman leaves the pocket, tries to go back to Metzger, and he's going to undercut it. Big-time interception momentum now on the side of Van Wert.
Cohen Bragg just able to jump in front of that one. So you get the yardage almost as if it was an interception.
Well, it was an interception.
Or I'm sorry, as if it was a punt.
I got you.
The old football coach knows what I'm talking about.
It's tough to tell a young man that dropped that football for field position, isn't it? He's going to intercept it every time.
Cougars are going to take over at their own 28, now 3:48 and counting to go. Here's Wise, turning the corner, stays in bounds. Kind of wishes he would have went out of bounds because he was met by number 2, Logan Moss.
He's going to get a terrific block by Riker inside, who's going to seal Brinkman. Oh, what a battle between those two Warriors. Riker wins that one, allows Wise to get outside and pick up the first down.
So it is a gain of 11, so like Miles said, enough for the Lodix Jewelry first down out to the 39-yard line. Wise, long handoff. He held that ball for everyone to see. Lucky that wasn't knocked out of his hands.
He gets away with a little bit of movement before the snap. He is just so quick. Nice play inside by Austin Haley. And he's a little bit slow to get up.
Teams are going to head to their sidelines and they take a look at the injured player. And while they do that, we'll take a break here in WOSN. Teams headed back here. It looks like injured player able to get up and head back to the sidelines. So Austin Haley, after making the stop, able to return to the sideline. Second down coming up here. Wise run the entire way, trying to get to the outside. Now cuts upfield. And he will get across the 40 to about the 42.
And Gary Hillary, number 16, good job sealing the edge for him. Yeah, both teams now going to start thinking about timeouts, clock stoppage, and how to play the last 2.5 minutes of this football game.
4 yards on the run brings up third down and about 7.
Biggest play of the football game so far.
Wise shotgun, gets this out. Kelly on the run, takes a big hit as he's going to go down shy of the first down. First one to come up there, Mason Voigt has had a couple of big hits.
Yeah, Voigt right there, 41's going to show up, but it's going to be Kuhlman right there that saws him in half with his buddy Dane dueling. And fourth down now. Keith Recker, are you going to be a gambler or are you going to punt the football?
Fourth and about 2 from the 47. And punt unit makes its way onto the field.
OG loves to come after the punt. Was close once earlier in this football game. Those three protectors got to do a good job. And they're going to get delayed game here.
Cam Works ready, and that might have been done by design.
I don't know why you do that. That's a big 5 yards. If you wanted to run down, call your timeout.
So 4th and 2 turns into 4th and 7. Wirt sends this one high into the night. And fair catch is made shy of the 25-yard line.
1:34 left. You have 3 timeouts left, both teams. Partner, don't be surprised if we get a little free football at the end of this.
Just what you draw up in homecoming, right?
High drama.
What, a 28-14 lead at the half for Van Wert. It's like some of the OG youngsters trying to get excited. One, I think, just trying to stay warm.
Going to be tough for Van Wert to figure out. If they get a stop here, do you call a timeout early on this drive, maybe get another shot on offense?
Titans start this one from their own 28. Kuhlman dropping way back, has time, fires middle of the field. This one is going to be caught. Metzger trying to break free, is finally brought down to the 49-yard line.
Oh, what a night by Metzger. How he comes up with this one. Look at Kuhlman back there spinning the football, grabbing the laces, and at the last second just launches it. Oh, what a night for Metzger.
24 yards is enough for the Lodix Jewelry first down, as it took just one play to get into Van Wert territory. Now they bring this one to the outside to Evers. Evers gets out of bounds.
Ottawa-Glandorf faithful wanted a late hit out of bounds. And there is somebody down on that sideline.
Is it one of the coaches, one of the staff? As we take a look at the Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken replay here.
Now, Wirtz tries to get under it, but it's a good route by Everts. And you see the push.
Oh, it took Coach Schreiner down.
Let's hope coach is going to be okay. He's still on the ground over there.
Another Lottie Jewelry first down to the 34. Kuhlman rolling out. Flag is out here as this one's thrown away.
I think they're going to get a hold on the backside, and that's exactly what it's going to be.
We did just catch a glimpse. Oh, that is not. There is a coach. That is not Coach Schreiner. We saw Coach Schreiner up walking around. There is someone looks like grabbing a calf.
You talk to any coach, one of their biggest fears is getting knocked off your feet on the sideline. Especially if you got players behind you and there's nowhere to go, someone dives into you. That is a fear of all coaches. Hopefully he's going to be okay.
Holding call brings the ball back to the 44, where it's going to be 1st and 18. Kuhlman fakes the handoff, looking to throw under pressure, trying to get the screen set up. Somehow that is going to be caught. It's going to be out of bounds. They do stop the clock here.
Really good pressure inside. Trying to force the throw. That's Dotson. Probably shouldn't have been thrown. Almost going to be interception. Wirtz just can't get there. Wirtz a couple more inches. He has that interception.
Long developing screen to Evers. It's a gain of 3.
There's Thatcher that made the tackle.
2nd, and they got about 15, might be a little bit more than that. 2nd and long. Kuhlman looking to throw again. Has a man. This one's going to be knocked away. Another fine defensive play made out there by Cohen Bragg.
If Kuhlman throws it right here, this is going to be a touchdown. But you're going to watch the sophomore get underneath it. Almost intercepts it. Tremendous work playing the football by Bragg.
And again, a replays tonight brought to you by Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken in Lima, Wapak, Douglas, and St. Mary's. Call Lee's for all of your catering needs. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, where home style happens here. 3rd and long coming up for the Titans. You see on our Ultimate Outdoors scoreboard, 43 seconds remain. Kuhlman looking to throw. This one, another one knocked away. And we even need to mention the young man made the play defensively for the Cougars. And there is another player down here for Van Wert.
Oh, lots to brag about by this guy. Number 24, another great break on the football. Would have been a first down, except for Bragg is there. And oh no, Xavier Kelly comes up, grabs his calf.
And wanted help immediately as his teammates surround him. So he tried to stretch it out. Does he get it? Is it cramp?
He is wearing those tights underneath, so those will pull some moisture out of your legs. And when you're an athlete like Kelly, you don't have a ton of moisture in those legs to give up.
Pulling on the toes, so it does look like hopefully just a cramp. So they'll take a look at the injured player here. Why don't we take a timeout late in this one? 4th down coming up here for Ottawa-Glandorf. As Kelly was able to eventually get up, make his way across the field to the Van Wert sideline. Kuhlman out looks like stepping back where he's going to quick kick this one. End over ender, fair catch is going to be dropped. Muffed punt, but Van Wert's going to recover inside the 5-yard line.
A great recovery by Micah Cowan, who, you called it correctly, muffs this one in a big way, but dives on it. That's why you hustle down there. Metzger just a little bit tardy, or else he would have had the recovery.
See what Van Wert, they are. The ball is on the extra point line. The problem is you're headed the opposite direction.
Hey, just go 97 yards in 30 seconds. Ottawa-Glandorf does have 3 timeouts.
We have 30 seconds here. See what they do. First down from the 3. Wise just diving forward in the shotgun. Last thing he wanted to do was be caught in the end zone. Now a timeout is taken after a gain of maybe a yard.
Yeah, Coach Schreiner come running off that sideline to get the timeout.
Trying to save some time here to see if they can come up with some homecoming magic.
Your Van Wert, you just want to get to overtime. Don't do something silly. Turn the ball over and give Ottawa-Glandorf an opportunity. 2 timeouts left for Ottawa-Glandorf, so just run the football and run the football until they're out of timeouts. I feel like those pants in the end zone there, Randy, those Ottawa-Glandorf pants, those are really cool.
And we talked to a few of the students making our way into the stadium tonight.
A great atmosphere here today. Even Van Wert showed up and tailgated, had a good time. They continue to work on Xavier Kelly down here on the sideline, trying to get that calf to loosen up.
Second down. Wise trying to, again, get out of his end zone on the shotgun snap. Gets us to the outside. Might have gotten to about the 5. Another timeout taken now with 20 seconds to play.
It makes you nervous if you're Van Wert because you are shotgun snapping into your own end zone. You have to be really good at snapping that football. All right, Randy, 3rd and 8. If you're Van Wert, you know you run the football. And Ottawa-Glandorf is going to call that last timeout. That means that you're probably going to have to punt the football. Do you run it, or you risk throwing the football here?
Here on 3rd down, I run it.
Yep, I agree.
I force OG to use their last timeout, and then on 4th down, I tell my quarterback to run around until there's no time on the clock and just chuck it.
Just chuck it out of bounds.
Or throw it downfield, see what happens.
Okay, all right.
I'm trying to make a play.
You won't punt the football on 4th down?
I would not.
Okay.
You risk too many. You talked about shotgun snaps. You go into punt formation. Any points.
And I will tell you this
ball game.
As a former long snapper, you are nervous at that situation. So getting a good snap, a good operation of the punt, that's a big ask sometimes.
So good news is, partner, we see Xavier Kelly in front of us here. He's trying to find the attention of one of his coaches to tell him he's okay to play. Now it looks like Van Wert wants to use a timeout. So the Cougars saw something.
Do you call timeout because you showed up in a formation and you wanted to see how OG is going to cover it? And then adjust. That tells me they might have had a pass on, Randy.
It does look that way.
Yeah. Interesting. A lot of chess being played right now. One team wants to win it in regulation. The other team, let's just get to overtime.
Even if you want to try for a field goal, and it's been shown Griffin McCracken has a leg on him, you still need
long way.
You still need 60, 70 yards.
Well, I think the throwing on 3rd down is just to get it in overtime. They know if they run the football, the clock's going to be stopped, they're going to have to punt. And this is why you save your timeouts. Great job by both coaches.
By the way, as we see, good job. There is not a single student sitting in the student section. They have lined the back line, reminiscent, and you're going to be surprised, I know this, in the 1957 NFL Championship. The guy comes out of the crowd, knocks the ball away. It is going to be a design run here on 3rd down. Wise will go just as far as he can, which is about the 10-yard line. And timeout taken with 14 seconds.
Yeah, I loved it because the OG guys were holding them up and people were grabbing at that football trying to get it out. But it's going to be after the officials had whistled that Evers comes out of the pile with the football, but it's going to go for naught. But they get the stop in the timeout.
Yeah, is it OG that took its final timeout?
All right. Haven't seen it in real life, but we are in a situation where we could have a free kick opportunity.
Now, do we avoid the drama of, thankfully, we don't have the landing zone yet. Do we avoid the landing zone drama of someone letting a live ball go, not knowing fully the rules?
Well, on a punt, you have to touch it first, so they'll be okay there. Punting the football right here, if OG catches it with a fair catch and a workable spot for a field goal, they could then request a free kick and have an opportunity to kick a field goal with no rush. A lot of stuff still in play here. Have you ever seen a free kick in real life?
No, not in real life.
Have you seen it on TV?
Yes, I think Doug Flutie might have done one while playing for the Buffalo Bills. Doug Flutie, underrated kicker. Tom Tupa, underrated quarterback. That is what we're going to have, so Van Wert is going to punt the football. 14 seconds to play. Good snap. This one off in a hurry. Fair catch called for will be made at the 45.
All right, so not close enough to request the free kick. So this will be a throw into the end zone. And if you're wondering if Kuhlman's got the arm to do it, absolutely.
Hey, he's shown that tonight. OG will have a shot from the Van Wert side of the field.
Get that secondary, drop them all the way to the 20-yard line. I always like to have one guy saddled up about the 10 so he can navigate which side the throw is going to go.
Officials unsure where this ball is supposed to be marked at. They wanted to, I don't think anyone checked on where the fair catch was made at. So they're not exactly sure which hash or in between to spot the football.
45-yard line, about the right hash, I thought.
That's what I thought as well. They're going to move it to the left hash.
Oh, I think in the middle, actually.
Well, they are going to, nope, my bad.
Xavier Kelly back on the field. He's playing the left corner spot for Van Wert.
9 seconds and no timeouts for the Titans. Kuhlman fires, trying to go to the sideline. This one is going to be caught. Hauled in by Deegan Miller's had a big second half.
A nice rhythm throw on the quick out. Going to get them about 9 yards.
Now they're going to move the stick, so it is going to be enough for what it's worth for Lonix Jewelry first down. You're at the 35 with 5 seconds. Can you get out of bounds and get enough yardage to send a kick unit out?
Yeah, I'm Van Wert. I'm bringing Aaron Reckert on a blitz here. Don't let Kuhlman survey the whole field.
Miller's going to come back to the near side once again, trying to get set. Play clock down to 2. Get to play. Kuhlman nearly lost it. Looks like this one's going to be for the end zone. Fires this one. 2 men down there, balls hung up. It's going to be, looks like intercepted.
I don't know how that wasn't a flag on illegal procedure, as Ottawa-Glandorf was never set.
Yeah, they had guys running all over. Cowan came down with it. That's exactly what all the coaches for Van Wert are saying. It's not going to matter anyways, because it's going to lead to, because if you're Van Wert, you would just decline a penalty anyways, right?
Oh, sure, but when the ball was in the air, I said to myself, it's going to be a shame if OG comes down and that call wasn't made for Van Wert, right? Yeah, but
right.
The great play by Cowan to go up and high point that football.
So we have ourselves overtime. We will take a break. We'll see what happens in the extra session when we return. Overtime here from Titan Stadium, 28-all. So we will have ourselves another coin toss. No kickoff will be needed, but there is a little bit of strategy in play before the first snap is made.
Gerhardt and Metzger going to go out and take care of the overtime decisions. We'll retoss that two-headed coin.
So you'll either get to choose which end you want to defend, or if you want to get the ball first.
You always want to go second.
That's right.
want to go second so you know exactly what you got to get.
So, still waiting for the... You can tell that a lot of overtime games have been played here. So the official still explaining overtime procedure to the captains.
I love how the official pointed twice to the same direction.
So I think they're going to. That's the way. Is that the way both teams are going to go? Is
Yes,
that what he was?
both teams will go in the same direction. If OG had a end that they wanted to go towards, of course, it'd be that student section that you want to go in towards. They can help you out on the defensive end by getting loud for Van Wert's offense. And they are starting to jump around in the student section.
So is this our first overtime game? Have we had an overtime game?
It's been several years. We had Archbold and Liberty Center years ago, but
it was okay.
Yeah, this year for us, the first one.
So put 3 minutes on the clock for a little warm-up session or a little break.
Because guys aren't warmed up after playing 4 quarters of football.
You've been hyped up now. So more for those guys to get ready. So it looks like OG will have the ball first.
If you're OG, go back to those runs early in this half that were so successful. Grant Evers, get behind Brinkman and crew, run the football, look at your big guys, Gulker, Graymeyer, Siefker, Healy, and Kaufman, and say, guys, we're going to win by running the football.
So we've explained some of the rules of overtime too. Each team will have the football at least once.
In the pageantry of high school football in Ohio.
So you see Ottawa-Glandorf, both teams will start from the 20. Ottawa-Glandorf will get it, and then Van Wert will have the opportunity, if they stop to get the win, or to match, send this one into double overtime. First down is going to be a run play for Evers as he works the left side.
Yeah, really good job by Reichert, number 30. Comes right between the linemen, squeezes, makes the tackle almost at the line of scrimmage.
Gain of 1 gets to the 19. That also puts Ottawa-Glandorf inside the Thermal Guard window and door red zone. Quality windows and doors from a local company you can trust. Visit thermalguardwindow.com. Call 419-229-4273 for your free estimate. 2nd and 9 for OG. So you don't need a touchdown. You can get a first down as they get it into the hands of Deegan Miller. Miller trying to cut up field as a man missed. Flag comes in late in this play.
This is the play they started the second half with a success, but they're going to get called for a hold right there. Reichert was coming free. Brinkman grabs him by the jersey, and this is an easy call for the officials.
So the penalty will back OG up as they trying to find the correct spot to mark that from.
Yeah, Reichert identified that play. Smart football player.
So our backed up 10 yards. That is the one thing that can hurt you here in this overtime session.
Now that throwback screen in the second half that OG ran was really successful. Good time to call it here.
Coleman in a shotgun, has 3 receivers to that far side. Was looking that way, looking middle of the field now with time. Fires. That one is going to be broken up, incomplete. Trying to feed that in again. Is that Metzger or Miller? I couldn't tell the number. It's going to be for Metzger, incomplete. You see Metzger breaking there, thanks to our Lee's famous recipe chicken replay.
And Metzger's open. If he throws it in front of him a little bit, he might even score on that.
Had Micah Cowan right there as well. 3rd and 19 now coming up for Ottawa-Glandorf.
Press coverage on the near sideline.
Firing again, middle of the field. This one is caught. Evers with it. We'll get back to about the line of scrimmage. It might get inside the 20, down to about the 19 or 18, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And a smart play by Coleman. Not trying to go for it all on one throw. Make it a workable 4th down. Now as a play caller, 4th and 8, a lot more at your disposal than 4th and 18.
Picked up about 11.
See if Van Wert tries to dictate terms by bringing some pressure.
Huge play that'll determine what Van Wert will need when they get the football in the extra session. Coleman looking to throw, fires, this one is caught as Metzger will have it, and he's going to be out of bounds, but he's going to have the Lonix Jewelry 1st down.
Doesn't get it by much. How about this throw by Coleman? Barely gets it by Bragg, who's been outstanding in this second half. What a battle between Bragg and Metzger. This time, the senior Metzger comes up big.
Gain of 11 gets them to the 7-yard line. Huge conversion on 4th down. That is one of those plays we might have to circle and star and come back to. Coleman will run, has Evers in front of him, and he'll get down to about the 2, it looks like.
Love the decision. Put it in your senior quarterback's hands. Give him 2 guys to follow through, outnumber the defense on that side. Smart play by Ottawa-Glandorf, sniffing on the goal line.
2nd and goal as he picks up 4 on the run. High drama most of the night. Coleman in that shotgun to give Evers. And he will get to about the 2, it looks like.
Oh, how about the timing by Reichert? Number 30, the best defender on this Van Wert team. Big players make big plays in big moments, and he timed that excellently. Got in the backfield for OG, or else that would have been a touchdown.
You call it 3rd and goal from the 2. Ottawa-Glandorf has already had 1 4th down conversion. Evers again, left side, and he's not in. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Now, good work by big number 62, Javon Smith at the last second. He's going to arrive. Big time splash by the big fella. Deny him the end zone.
That might have been a loss of a yard. That looks like it's going to be back to the extra point line at the 3.
Now, OG came up with a huge 4th down conversion a moment ago. Can they do it again?
4th and goal from the 3. Coleman. The give in, and they will get the Dales Concrete and Decorative Stamping touchdown.
Oh, they love it here in Ottawa-Glandorf because their senior quarterback with the determination takes the lead, blocks, follows his guys, dives into the end zone. You see him on the sideline getting congratulations from Coach Schreiner. Big time moment for his career.
It's Coleman with the 3-yard run. Titans go for the Lee Kinsel Chevrolet GMC extra point, which is no good, which gives Van Wert some hope. So 34-28. Van Wert will have its opportunity in overtime when we return. Door left slightly open for Van Wert, 34-28 on our Ultimate Outdoor scoreboard. Bring resort-style living to your backyard every day with a luxury outdoor space by Ultimate Outdoor. Van Wert with the football now, their time in overtime. It's Wise moving forward he will get inside the thermal guard window and door red zone with the first down run.
They need to throw a quick screen outside. And going back to that last play, have you ever seen a defensive lineman slide into a play to get into a stance like that?
I have not.
That was wild.
So you say no gain on the run for Wise. 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Look at the huge cushion up top on the left-hand side.
Wise rolling out, looking to throw. Fires. This one is going to be ruled a catch. Juggled slightly towards that sideline.
Well, as a play caller, when you're down 6 in overtime, you have a lot of freedom because you know you have all 4 downs that you can use to get the first down. Ottawa-Glandorf giving huge coverage cushion on the top-hand side.
3rd and 5. Quickly get it out, Cowan. Cowan with some room, cuts upfield, looking for the end zone. He's going to be brought down inside the 5, but he will get the Lux Jewelry first down.
Yeah, you outnumber them, and you got a good big cushion. Easy blocks on the perimeter. Oh, check out that tremendous block by Hillary to get him free. Almost a touchdown. Get it to your big-time playmaker in Cowan.
Gain of 10 on the play. 1st and goal from the 5. Van Wert needs a touchdown and a converted extra point for the win. Wise escapes one hit but can't get past the second as he is brought down.
Yeah, Will Coleman had him one-on-one and finally got him to the ground, or else Wise was making a cut into the end zone.
Looks like maybe a yard on the gain. 2nd and goal. We'll call it the 4. Wise again looking, trying to get in, is stacked up right at the line. They're going to push him back to about the 2.
Now, what with a power set? Are you surprised that number 17 carried the football?
I'm surprised if the ball ends up in anyone else's hands.
You got 2 downs. 2 times for Wise to score a touchdown.
3rd and goal from just outside the 1. Power football straight ahead. Wise trying to lean over the line. Officials are going to mark him short, and it's going to be 4th and goal from the 1.
Yeah, look at Kuhlman comes over, and right underneath as Haley made the play.
Straight ahead, Wise. Following the block is in for the Nails Concrete decorative stamping touchdown.
Just an attitude play, right? Line up the same way all 3 times. Direct snap to 17. He's going to get you 6 eventually.
Touchdowns tonight are brought to you by Dale's Concrete Decorative Stamping in Leipzig. See them for all your commercial and residential concrete needs. Now the biggest Lee Kinsel Chevrolet GMC extra point of the night looming. And all Van Wert needs is to make it to leave here and spoil OG's homecoming.
Well, Keith Recker called timeout here, and I guarantee I know why. Remember, they had the field goal block through A-gap. Going to firm up the special teams unit here, make sure everybody knows their assignment, because this extra point, it decides who wins or loses.
So our pregame was done quite a while ago, but we talked about that the last 10 years, outside of a 42-0 game, these games have been decided by a touchdown or less. And we got the or less part of tonight.
It's been a fantastic football game. One of those that you feel bad that anyone has to lose it because both teams have played so extremely hard.
So Griffin McCracken on for the Lee Kinsel Chevrolet GMC extra point. See Lee Kinsel Chevrolet GMC on Irvin Road in Van Wert. Take a look at our pre-owned specials, leekinsel.com. For the win. Wise will hold. Snap is down, extra point on its way, and it is good, and in overtime, Van Wert is going to come away with a 35-34 win over the Ottawa-Glandorf Titans. We will take a timeout. When we come back, we're going to head down to the field Our Miles Holiday is going to catch up with tonight's Stolly Insurance Hustle Award winner when we return. Van Wert able to get the win over Ottawa-Glandorf here, ruined homecoming for the Titans. 35-34, our final in overtime. The Cougars pick up their second win of the year. Big reason was the play of quarterback Briston Wise, the game-winning touchdown in overtime. He is our Stolly Insurance Hustle Award winner, and he's down on the field with our Miles Holiday.
Briston, unbelievable football game. How are you guys able to come back and win this one?
I mean, it was a tough battle. It was a big battle. Came back after halftime. Didn't start off so well. Had a couple fourth down. We didn't convert, but came back. We fought like we needed to. About time.
In overtime, the determination, 3 straight times with you carrying the football, were you going to be denied, or are you that guy that said, guys, fellas, I'm going to carry this football in so we can win it?
I mean, it was fun to carry the ball in, but they did a hell of work to get through there. So, I mean, it's all on them.
Well, it's been a little bit of a tough season for you guys, not what you guys expected. What to say about this program and the character that you guys battle here and find a way to win this football game when a lot of teams, honestly, would have quit?
I mean, we come in and week out, and it's not bad practices. We're putting our time in. We're working pretty hard, and come out here and get a win finally. It helps. It helps a lot.
Is it a little bit more sweet that you did this on the road and it was Ottawa-Glandorf's homecoming?
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's way better. Yes, sir.
All right, what are you guys going to do the rest of the way from here? Do you finally have some momentum? You can finish the season out really strong?
That's the plan. That's the plan.
All right, man. Congratulations. A heck of a football game. Randy, no doubt about it, he was a dynamic dude.
Yeah, big reason why the Cougars of Van Wert have come in here and have picked up their second win of the year. Another close one, as they always seem to be with Ottawa-Glandorf, winning this one in overtime, 35-34. We want to thank everyone for making our night possible here in Ottawa-Glandorf. Starts with our director, Ken Rinker. And again, we can't thank Curtis and Peyton for the work on the cameras that they do. Great shots all night long. I want to thank Tyson McLaughlin and the great staff here at Ottawa-Glandorf High School, and of course, Nick and Kelly back at our studio in Lima. So 35-34 in overtime. Van Wert gets the win over Ottawa-Glandorf. For my partner, Miles Holiday, and our entire WOSN crew, I'm Randy Roberts. Thanks for watching, everyone.